Welcome back. Today, we will be doing Red Knight, a new campaign hosted by me, Derek, on Draken's channel. And I'm just going to take it straight from the top. Got to do some shout-outs first, though. Thank you to Noah Bradley, Chateau Grief, Sir Hazelot, Benco42, Dread Mechanic, Evan Jenkins, and Stocky of Deviant Art for their art contributions. If you don't want your art to be used for the show, too bad. JK, just message us, we'll take it down. We're just going to jump straight off. Next week, there will be more of an explanation about what's going on, but today, we're just going to throw you straight into the story. The players know a little bit more than you, but not that much. So, we're going to open up on four figures who clearly do not belong where they are. 2 lizard folk and 2 humanoids. You sit shoulder to shoulder, bundled in furs, around a great round table in a high-peaked orcish war tent. It smells like meat and sweat and ale. You hear winter winds pealing in the background. And before you stands a great orcish war chief, slamming his hands on the table and regaling you with this great story that he's telling you, who you guys are only kind of half listening to. You think he's just about done bragging right now. And none of you were actually paying attention, so he's all looking at you expectantly and smiling.
I'm gonna nudge one of the lizard folk next to me. I'm be like, did you hear anything he just said there?
It sounded like various Brooks' English to me.
I didn't catch any of it.
That's why they call me Thrice Hanged.
Yes.
I don't get it.
Anyways.
Yes, sir.
You remember his name is Mo the Thrice Hanged, and he was telling you about why they called him the Thrice Hanged. He's a tall orcish war chief, and he's wearing a sash made out of red armbands all tied together. Some of them are red, some of them were white, with red stains on them.
Anyways, let's get back to why the fuck you're here. Across the frozen lake, Gellark the Giant has gone blind. Those salty red fucks came up here in the fall and blinded him. He crushed them all to death, but now there's a blind giant sitting on top of a treasure hoard, and you just know those stupid red fucks are gonna be up here in the springtime to raid it. I want you to take my wagons and my orcs, sneak in and get all the treasure you can carry before those guys show up in the spring. You bring it all back here, and I will pay you in gold. Now, I know that some of you may die. But don't worry, because less of you doesn't mean less gold. I mean, as long as you come back, you get paid, and then even there will be more for the people that are left. Deal?
This guy's kind of heartless. Doesn't care about anything but golds.
No.
He hears you.
Oh, yeah.
I care about the things in the cave. I don't care about the gold. That's why I'm giving you the gold. So, you come back with as much as you can carry, and I'll give you guys 6,000 gold pieces.
That is a lot of gold, no?
I'm gonna look around and see how they're reacting.
The rest of the people at the table, or besides the 4 of you, are all orcs. There is a tall one in face paint that seems to be kind of some kind of war chief, and then there is a woman orcish woman on the other side who is wearing feathers tied into her hair, and she seems to be some kind of priestess. Besides them is Mo, who is standing kind of looming over the table, and he's standing over top of a small map.
I'm gonna look at the map. Is he like pointing to anything as he was talking?
He drew a small line from where you know the camp is right now, in the mountains. And it drew a line across the lake to where the cave is.
So I'm gonna put like my claw, I guess, at where he's the line goes to, So, you want us to go here?
Mm-hmm. In there. Down into the cave. Past whatever's in there. I'm not fucking going in there. Get the treasure. Get out. You don't need to kill the giant. As honestly, it would tickle me to no end to have those guys show up and try to slay the giant and have there be no treasure left. Because that would just be hilarious. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm gonna glare my teeth at his attempt of a joke there.
Same.
Joust giant.
So, you're basically
When I
saying
motion to my lance.
you're basically saying that we go there, we steal, and we come back, and we get gold.
If it helps you at all, the things that he has have all been stolen. So, it's
Yeah.
really stealing.
That it does make things better on the conscience.
Just slightly.
And I'm comforted that amongst you, you have what looks to be some kind of knight and nobility. You clearly are upstanding and
Well,
highly recommended.
You know, I try. I'm still new to the group. You know, I just showed up yesterday, but you know, it's good. My name is getting out there already. It's good.
I'm an 8.
That's who I was
uh,
talking
Motion to my
about.
lance against.
I suspect he was talking about you, actually.
Any questions?
What kind of things should we expect?
Well, the giant and everything that lives in his cave. We don't go on the ice lake. It's a really easy way to get killed.
Any idea what lives in the cave?
Well, there's a big fucking spider on the top, so I'm gonna guess a big fucking spider. But it's an estimate. It's just on the archway, so I mean, maybe he just likes spiders.
It's a little weird.
I mean, who am I to talk about decorating?
I want to
am s-
insight check that. Just the whole like, if he doesn't really know what's there, other than the spider thing. Let's see. Why can't I see that? There it is. Oh wow.
You buy it.
Okay, it's good enough for me. And I stand up from the table. I grab the glaive that I set down next to the table and pick it up and start heading towards the door.
Okay. He's going to lead you to the tent flap and outside into the open. You are in the center of an orcish camp, surrounded by a wooden palisade. So you're well fortified and deep inside of their territory here. Before you is a wagon train of 3 wagons, where in place of wheels they have sled track, and instead of horses they have polar bears. They're leading you towards the wagon train. Next, saddled up next to it is Joradam's horse. He just kind of broadly gestures to the wagons. Each one of the wagons has a orc on the front to steer the wagons. They are elsewise empty. And I should state uncovered wagons.
Okay, let's go on an adventure.
Mm. What do you
Go
think,
Mount
Viz?
Rushmore.
Should we help them?
I'm gonna just shrug my shoulders and then start going to the closest one. Are they like single carts?
They're kind of bench seating on either side of a square wooden box.
Oh, so a couple people can fit then.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go closest.
Okay. You take the lead wagon.
I'm gonna
I'll,
sit right next to him.
I'll hop on
Okay.
the second wagon.
Okay. Jor?
Going on horse Jeff.
Okay. The orc and the priestess come up, and they start handing you pelts and like putting them over top of you because
You're so small. You're gonna freeze to death. He usually sleeps during the day, so you should get there by sunup. It'll be perfect. He'll be just going to bed.
assuming he still goes to bed at nighttime. I don't know how the blind deal with being nocturnal. Oh, and take one of these. And he goes person to person and hands you each a grappling hook. So you can add pelts and grappling hook to your inventories. And then he's going to walk up and slap one of the polar bears on the ass, and you guys are away. So you're going to start crashing along through the fields and eventually across the ice lake, where you are heading towards the cave at the end. Now, it's nighttime now, but the cave at the end of the lake is illuminated, and you can see it from here. You are racing towards it. Is there any dialogue you wish to just talk about on your way to the caves?
Yeah, how far away is Jor from my wagon?
He's keeping pace with the wagon train itself. The polar bears are running, but the mechanical horse that Jor rides is able to keep pace quite easily.
Okay, so I'll kind of shout out towards Jor, and I'll be like, "Hey, come over here. I'd like to speak to you for a moment."
Yeah, I'll go closer.
Okay. You're riding alongside the wagon.
I'll be like, "So, what do you call that thing that you are on?"
Horse Jeff.
You call it Horse Jeff? It's a weird name, no? I'm gonna try to convince him that it's a weird name.
Persuasion.
There was Small Jeff and then Horse Jeff.
What does this thing look like?
Jor, due to your insecurities, you believe that you may be a little bit out of sync with the culture, being away from the world for so long, and the way that he's talking about Horse Jeff being a weird name makes you kind of insecure about it. You don't think you're wrong, but you're like, come on, I'm so out of touch. Just when things were starting to go right. The Horse Jeff, looks the shape and profile of a regular horse, but looks like a brushed steel finish, and he's overlapping plates. You can't see the inner workings.
So,
But,
do you still feed him the carrot, or what do you feed to him?
I'm just gonna pet Horse Jeff.
His head bows a little bit extra during the gallop.
It's a very strange construct. Just saying. Oh, okay. Well, I am done talking to you. You could ride up a little faster. I guess.
I'm gonna look at his armor and knight.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I guess you could say something like that. I am just a regular human, just like, people around here. Except for the orc.
Joust.
Yeah, roll deception.
I was gonna say, I want to insight check that.
Yeah, something about this dude is off. He's covering up for things that you're not even asking about. But you can dig as much as you want to into that mentally. As for the lizard folk, you wouldn't be able to hear this. Your wagon train is too far away.
All right.
Jor,
Hey,
any further?
I've not
Joust?
jousted. If maybe at some point later you could show me how, and we could take a how you say stab at it.
No stab. Joust.
Okay, one day, maybe soon, you show me how. Alright, I'm gonna absent-mindedly kind of pull the amulet out from my armor and just start thumbing it.
Okay. You continue to do that as you race along the ice lake towards the cave, which you arrive at. It is a beautiful little cave on the side of a hill, and it seems to glow. It is surrounded by an archway made out of carved ice blocks, and in the keystone block at the top is a carved picture of a spider.
I don't like spiders.
The tunnel itself is
I'm with you on this
luminous.
one.
How big
reminds
is
me
the-
of home, though.
How big is the carving?
It's up on the top, and the gate or the entrance to the tunnel itself is about 30 feet wide.
Okay.
Yeah. The ice seems to glow luminously, and it runs down and away from you into the hillside.
I want to try using a divine sense right here. At the entrance to the cave.
Okay.
So I would know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That's not behind total cover.
Okay. You don't detect any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Cool.
The orcs stop the polar bears, pull the wagon train up, and then get off and start eating and sitting down and making a small fire.
I'll stop.
I'm gonna hop off.
I'm gonna hop off.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
They're going
Go
They're
ahead.
going to arrange the wagon train to have the carts all lined up, and they're just sitting and camping right now.
So, is this as far as you take us?
So, you guys are not coming in?
How much you give me? Huh?
I am, how you say, flat broke.
Me too. You think I want to be
So-
here?
That is a no, no?
Yes, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna look
I'm
at the
confused.
orcs joust.
You got another lance?
I have a glaive you could borrow. As long as you do not damage, you give it back.
You see him lean over and he's talking to his other orcish buddies, and one of them laughs pretty hard. Puts up his hand for a second and picks up an axe and walks over to the tree line, and you hear chopping sound. And you see the other guy that you asked about the jousting gets up and starts taking a polar bear off of one of the wagon trains. The third one, who hasn't spoken yet, says,
Well, it's not sunup yet, so maybe the fuck's not asleep. Eh? So how about we kill some time?
I'm gonna
Fuck.
sit down and start reading my book.
okay.
Did I hear that?
Yeah, you're standing with them during this exchange.
I'm gonna look over towards Vith and give him that question. Kind of look like, is he talking about us?
I'm gonna nod no and then just smile and look over at Jor.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna go sit down in one of the carts and just like watch.
You see, you hear the iconic sound of a tree cracking and falling in the distance. And shortly after, an orc you see him emerge from the tree line, dragging a small sapling. It still has the branches attached to it, but it's about 15 feet long. He's going to hand it to his friend, who has unhitched a polar bear from the wagon train, and you see him kind of fiddling with it. He looks over at you and then kind of is sizing you up. Then he kind of gives you one of those nods like,
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my lance.
cool. Okay, so he's going to trot out with the polar bear out into the ice field. Are you just going to square up on him?
Yep.
You hear him yell from the across the emptiness of the lake,
Call it!
and he steadies his tree with branches on you.
I'm just gonna go.
Okay. You kick horse Jeff and start barreling towards him. I would like you to make a roll for just your lance attack. Ooh, nice. Okay, he's gonna get some a roll with his tree. I'm just gonna roll a d20. I'm not gonna tell you what. Oh god. Okay, so he's galloping along and bouncing with the tree, and the sapling is whipping up and down as he runs. It snags on the ground, flips out of his hand, and the lance hits him. That you're carrying hits him square in the chest. He's gonna do a strength check. He does not get unseated, however, from the polar bear. He hangs on. But you can still roll damage. Nice. Damn.
Is Vith or Aku near me?
They'd be standing with you over by the wagons. I think Vith is in the wagon.
Yeah, I walked over to one of the wagons and sat down.
Okay, I'm gonna look up from my book, and I guess since Aku's not in the wagon, I'm gonna just kind of tap him on the shoulder a little bit. I got 10 gold pieces on our friend here. You want to take the bet?
Sure.
All right. The orc about faces and squares himself back up on Jor.
I will do the same.
All right. He's just gonna keep staring at you.
Don't fuck me, Jor.
I'll charge at him again.
All right. Roll your attack. This time he's gonna get you. You get a little bit cocky with it, and you try to square your shot up because this time you're gonna knock him off. But instead, this time he holds the lance sideways and whips it like a club, and tries to unseat you off of the horse. Could I please get a strength check to hold onto the mount? Oh, you topple off horse, Jeff.
So I look over at Aku and...
You gotta take 6 points of damage.
Okay, so this time, you win, but next time, you be paying me. And I start counting out gold. Is 1? Is 2? Is 3? Is how you say 4? Is 5? Till 10.
Nice. This is punishment from me doing that to you before, is it?
Yeah, a little bit.
You held that grudge for 36 weeks?
I did. I was like, I'm gonna get him back. At least I didn't go to 100.
True. Okay.
Somebody's
so
breathing directly into their mic. I don't know who it is, but yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
The orc approaches Jor and hops off his polar bear and goes to help you up.
I'll let him help me.
Okay. He pulls you to your feet and brushes the snow off your back and lets out a big hearty laugh, and then he hugs you.
Hug back. Seems the right thing to do.
He pats you on the back and says,
I haven't had fun like that in forever. You want to go again? But the sun's kind of coming up. It's up to you.
Am I close enough to hear that?
no, you see them in the distance. They had charged away kind of from you.
Right.
No, I'll ride back to the party.
I'll catch you on the way out. You guys have fun.
Jor returns to the party. You are at the
Okay.
mouth of the cave.
I'm just gonna lightly shove him in the chest area, just a little what the hell, buddy? I bet gold on you, and you let me down. You're supposed to be teaching me how to joust, and you lose. Get out there and earn me my money back.
I'm gonna kind of poke at his armor.
I don't even feel it. It's
You-
just
he-
full plate.
Makes a tink tink sound. He doesn't know what to think of it. You all stand at the mouth of the spider cave.
I mean, it's getting close to time where it go to sleep, no? Maybe we wait another 30 minutes, maybe kill a little more time just to ensure he's, how you say, sleep?
Yes.
Sure.
So, maybe get back on the horse Yef and earn me back my gold pieces?
I'm gonna get back on Horse Chef and ready my lance.
Yes.
Okay. The orc laughs and hands Terral the stick.
I was not ready for this, but okay, I will.
Oh,
take
sure,
it
it's
up.
no problem. So you hold it here, and you hit that guy on the horse.
And then he
Okay.
grabs you. He kind of grabs you by the butt and the shoulder and just puts you up on the polar bear. Are you
Okay,
gonna fight?
No, I'm gonna let it happen. But before anything happens, like I'm gonna take my glaive and just chop off all the extra branches so that it's one long lance type. And I'll look. You know, since I'm sitting on the polar bear now, I'm gonna look over at Aku and be like, "I got 10 gold on me. You take bet, yeah?"
Sure.
All right.
Bet any day.
It's time to earn back my precious life saving, and I'll ride out on the polar bear. Get ready.
Okay. You hold on to the saddle. It's fully equipped.
All right.
It is a bit of an awkward mount. You haven't ridden a polar bear before, and it has its movement kind of unsteadies you because you're like, this is a really big creature.
Right.
Okay, so you square up with Jorah Dam out on the ice fields.
All right.
Gonna charge him.
All right,
charge as well?
you charge him. You both charge off. Jay, I'm gonna need a dex save from you. Holding on to a polar bear for the first time. All right, you managed to stay on, but you're a little bit shaky. And give me a. We're gonna call it an unarmed strike, and I'll add the bonuses to it. So just give me a strength roll.
Okay.
No way. Okay. Jor, please give me your roll because this could be magnificent.
Fuck!
Yes. Get fucked. Who's the knight now? I'm sorry.
The kid's a natural.
I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Oh man. Jor, give me a strength check to stay on the horse.
Fuck.
Okay, you stay on the horse, but you're gonna take 1d8 damage. You take 1 damage. The branch is pretty thin, and it kind of just whipped off of you. It not being used by a club, it's a lot less hardy.
So
However, he totally caught you off guard.
since I went away and I was charging like back towards him. As I'm like coming around for the second pass, am I close enough to Aku to like yell at him or something?
You could yell across the ice. It's a flat area. Your voice will carry very far.
Okay, I just mean like I don't want to like wake anything up or whatever. I just want to be like close enough where he could like hear me and I wouldn't like wake up the giant or whatever.
The scope and the breadth and the width and the size of the area makes you feel like you could start falling trees and not wake this thing up.
Okay, so as I'm kind of turning to go for a second pass, I'll look towards Aku and I'll be like, so double or nothing? No? I kind of say to myself like, okay, I like this guy.
Horse Jeff is pawing at the snow.
I'm gonna kick the polar bear in the hind leg. Just get it going. Just give it a good kick.
Yeah, he bucks and kicks you straight off.
I'm gonna very sheepishly
raise
climb
my
back on.
lance
I'm gonna climb back on like nobody's just saw that.
You brush yourself off, and the polar bear allows you to climb back on.
Okay. This time I'm just gonna pet it and then like a little slap on the belly, right below my feet.
That's fair. That charges him, so he's starting to barrel forward. you can roll your attack. Jor?
I will also charge at him.
Okay, you guys can roll your attacks. Oh, sweet! Okay, you guys are gonna both collide. You're both gonna strike with your lances. Let's see, 1d8 for improv damage. Okay, so regardless, Jor, you're gonna take 5 damage. Please roll for the damage on your lance.
God damn it.
Jay, you take 4 damage, but I'm also gonna need a strength check from you.
Check or save?
A strength save, sorry.
Yeah, that fails.
A strange force at the tip of the lance seems to burst as it hits you, sending you flying off of the polar bear in the opposite direction. There was no sideways ricochet. You were going forward, and suddenly you were going backwards. Your helmet smacks and hits your chest, and you impact and fly backwards into the snow.
Okay.
You are on the ground. Jor,
I
you
hit him
just
too?
leveled him. You did.
Did he save?
Let's find out. Give me a strength check to stay on the horse. You unseated him. You guys both fell off. His is less spectacular, but yeah, you unseated each other.
I'll get up and kind of yell at him from, I don't know how far away we are. I got knocked back, so I'll just be like, draw, do we go again?
You're about 20 feet away from each other.
Okay. I'm gonna
Just
climb
gonna
back on the
nod.
polar bear.
Yeah,
Climb
you
back
both
on.
you both just climb back up.
Yep.
Are you repositioning?
Oh,
Either of you?
Yeah.
Okay. You square up on each other as the lizard.
The other
folk
two
look
guys, you
intently
guys
at
might want to go make dinner. It's gonna be a while.
The orcs are now stopping what they're doing and watching, because watching you guys both unseat each other was freaking hilarious.
Right.
So you have squared back up.
I'm gonna lean down towards the polar bear and hold on. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna slap it a little bit just to get it going.
Okay. He understands the motion now and has figured out the rhythm of this. He starts charging towards Horse Jeff.
Or Chef will also charge.
Okay. If I could get you gentlemen to roll your attacks.
As I'm just about to make contact, I'd like to cast the light spell.
Okay.
So I'm holding the lance in my left arm, and I'm just going to use my right to cast light.
That will impose disadvantage, but unfortunately, his other roll was actually better. But good thought.
Yeah, that's fine. So I
And it
roll
also doesn't hit. But please roll your attack. I will give you advantage. Because that was clever.
All right.
So I'll roll some damage for you here. 4 points of damage goes to Jor, and if you could do a strength saving. You stay on Horse Jeff. Your attack missed him. Okay.
I'm gonna wheel around.
Going again.
This episode brought to you in part by jousting. The lizard folk, are you guys doing anything while this is all going down?
I'm just sitting there with my arms crossed, waiting to go kill something.
I'm just doing this and smiling.
Okay, you're squared back up.
All right.
Charging at him.
Charge.
Charging.
All right, give me some rolls. Damn. Jay, you're lucking out on all this.
Pretty good.
Could I get a 5 points of damage to Jor? And could I get a saving throw? Alright, you stay on Horse Jeff. You missed your attack.
I will wheel around.
Man,
Yep.
okay. You guys
the
gotta
two
call
most
it.
stubborn players in the game jousting right now. This is a bad idea.
In the distance, the sun is breaking over the mountains in the horizon.
Okay. So, last round, Jor?
It's
Alright.
coming up on Jor's left. It's coming up on your right, shining directly towards the mouth of the cave.
Okay. I'll charge.
You're lined up. Okay. You both charge into the new morning light. Give me some rolls. You don't sail past each other. Nobody hits.
I'm just gonna guide the polar bear back towards the group where everybody was and dismount.
Okay. You climb down.
Alright. So, Aku, I guess nobody wins, so bet is null.
Seems there was a draw in that one.
Yeah, but I look cooler, so maybe I get pity gold?
I'll flip him 1 gold.
I'm gonna try to catch it.
Ooh, sleight of hand, please. You miss. You reach for it, and you miss.
I grab it and put it in my inventory.
Please add 1 gold to your inventory.
I fucking will.
Jor, you're still out in the ice field.
I want to ride back and use Cure Wounds on myself.
All right.
I'm also pretty depressed because I'd never lost a chest before.
You look despondently at your party members at the mouth of the cave. You are still mounted, however.
So, since it's sunrise, should Sweets goes in? Thinks he's asleep.
As we're standing around figuring out what we're gonna do, I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands on myself.
Okay, you feel yourself up.
I'm giving 4 points of healing, so.
I'm gonna look at the mouth of the cave and see if anything looks different from like before, I guess.
No, it glows with an equal intensity as before.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of slowly start to walk in, I guess.
Okay.
I'll
The path
follow.
is not that slippery. It's
I'll
actually
follow.
just kind of a crisp frost on the ground, so you still have tread even though it's going down into the hillside. Everyone following?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jor, are you still mounted?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you're going down the winding passage, deeper and deeper. It gets colder as you descend, but the light doesn't fade. The whole area is considered dimly lit by the radiant light coming off of the walls. So you descend and descend and descend, and you come to a landing above a long, narrow ramp that leads down for about 100 feet. Above you, you hear kind of it's a brighter glow above you right now, and you see another landing at the bottom of the ramp, and opposite that landing is a whole wall of icy stalactites just pointing straight at it.
I'll do something here. I'll look over towards the other lizard folk whose name I do not know because we haven't actually introduced each other, and I'm going to cast a spell on him. I am going to cast Heroism. I will make you a bit heroic, and you shall feel better, and lead us safely through the passage to the treasure.
Oh, who did you do that to for
Vith.
reference? Vith. Gotcha.
I'm gonna puff my chest up like I feel inspired or what have you.
You
And-
gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier, or spellcasting ability modifier, which is 6. So you get 6 temporary hit points.
Cool.
I'm just gonna start busting out laughing because of him pumping out his chest, thinking he's all high and mighty now.
Okay, I'm gonna start walking towards the stalactites, I guess.
Well, it goes landing, and then a thin ramp that goes down, and at the bottom there's another landing, but across from where the ramp ends is a bunch of spikes. Your passive wisdom would tell you if you slid down the ramp too fast, you'd end up in the spikes. So I'm assuming you're approaching the end of the ramp.
Yeah, I'm gonna like look down and then get out my grappling hook and kind of start spinning it around and see if anyone wants to kind of do that.
Okay. Below you, you see that the ramp's surface is slick, not like the rest of the cave floor. However, the walls and the ceiling are still made of the same luminous ice, but there doesn't seem to be any handholds. It's all kind of smooth.
I'm gonna take my grappling hook and set it like on the ground, tie my rope to it, and then kind of stomp the hook into the ground
All right.
so that
You
it's
stomp
kind of
to
like
set
a
the- What's your just your natural strength?
17.
Okay. Yeah, you can just stomp the pick into the ground.
And then
I'm assuming it's hempen rope, just to clarify.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then- yeah.
And then you just kind of unspool your rope.
Yep.
Okay. The rope makes it about halfway down the ramp.
Maybe not the greatest idea. And
The light. You give me a perception roll.
Also, as
Actually,
I'm
you know what?
looking,
Everybody, give me a perception roll because this affects all of you.
Also, as I am looking, Mr. Lizard, I realize my spell only lasts a minute, so you're probably not heroic anymore.
All of you notice the light in the cave is going all disco ball-y, and it's coming from above you. You would just passively see that there's some kind of hive of something wadded up against the stalactites on the ceiling. They kind of look like fireflies, but it's got a natural luminous glow, and they're kind of floating around, and they're floating down towards the ramp right now.
Are we going up or down the ramp? That was one thing I wasn't really clear with.
Oh, the ramp declines.
Okay. I'm gonna just sit and try to slide down on my stomach and grab into the ice with my claws.
Interesting. So you're just gonna penguin it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going feet first or head first?
Feet.
Okay. You position yourself over the edge. As you do that, you're looking towards your party mates. You're looking up at your party mates, and the fireflies drift over your head and start landing on the rope that I want to call him Jay. Sorry, Turel had left on the ground there. Are you just gonna let go?
No, I'm gonna slowly kind of climb down it as I'm putting my claws in, going down.
Huh. All right. Give me a strength check to set your hands into the ice floor. Okay, you start doing it, but it's pretty thick. You feel unsteady as you slowly descend. Jay, your rope's all covered in. Oh, sorry, Jay. Turel, your rope is all covered in fireflies.
This is, how you say, very weird. I'm gonna cast the light cantrip just above the fireflies.
Okay.
See what that does.
They'll go towards it. They leave your rope and start flying towards the light cantrip. How long does it last for?
Let me check. Bright light, 20-foot radius. Dim light for another 20 feet. Can be colored as I like, completely covering an object. Blah, blah, blah. Last until I cast it again or dismiss it.
Oh, cool. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's just hanging out there, and all of the fireflies go towards it.
How big are the fireflies?
Teeny.
Okay, I'm going to dump my water skin onto the ground, and then move the light cantrip into my water skin.
Okay.
Do they go in?
Yeah, they're following it into the container.
I'm gonna wait until they all go in, and then stopper the canteen and dismiss the cantrip.
Okay.
How many
you
fireflies
now have-
did I get? It's a material
dozens.
component for light, so I kind of...
If you were to sit and count them, you would have counted 78 fireflies.
Awesome.
Is there any water left in the container?
Nope.
Okay. You have 78 fireflies currently alive.
Okay. I'm gonna look towards my party members and... Well, I don't know if that was a smart idea, but I'm also out of water, so if I get
Speaking of
thirsty, I will need one of you guys.
Speaking of smart ideas, let's give Aku another strength check as you descend.
I don't like the way he said speaking of smart ideas.
Okay, so you made it about 20 feet down out of 100 feet, say, and then you go to make a handhold, and your fingers just don't slip in, your foot slips out from you, and you start falling backwards, and you're kind of like a cat, if you've ever seen it fall down anything.
I'm going to quickly take out my grapple and try to slam it into the ground.
Strength check. Nice, you nail it. You're holding onto your grapple, which is now wedged into the ice sheet.
How far did I fall?
You slid further down, so now you're about 40 feet down. There's still 10 feet of rope dangling next to you.
I'm going to take out my hempen rope and add another fit and tie on 50 feet to the end of that.
Okay, so your full weight is currently on that grappling hook. You take one hand off to grab your rope, but now you have to tie a knot in the tip of the grappling hook. I'm going to make you roll sleight of hand for that.
Okay.
And you nail it. All right. Okay, you tie your rope to that and just let it go.
I'm going to let the rope go, yes.
Okay. The rope cascades down the rest of it.
I'm going to put one hand on the rope, take my grapple out, put it back in my backpack, and start slowly climbing down the rope.
Okay, so now you have two pieces of rope tied to each other?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, end to end, and you start climbing down the rope. I won't make you roll for that. You're just climbing.
Okay.
The rest of you guys are still standing at the top of the landing.
I was looking down, so I saw him finagle that rope. So I'm gonna just kind of start to shimmy down on the 100-ish foot rope now that we have.
Okay. The lizard folk, you guys are fairly large, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much each you weigh?
I'm 230.
Is your brother about the same?
Yeah.
I'm 237, yeah.
Okay. Tural, you hear that grappling hook creak.
I'm going to immediately reach out and grab Vith by the arm and try and pull him up.
I'm gonna go back up.
That's a smart move.
Was it the grappling hook itself or the rope?
You heard a stress sound come from the rope, and the grappling hook started to unseat itself from the ice.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait until either the rope goes slack or if it starts to move at all, then I'll make more of an effort. But for now, I'm just gonna put my my boot on top of the grappling hook to kind of put my weight on it, add a little bit of more strength maybe.
Okay. And when you do that, Aku, you have now reached the end of the combined rope, which puts you safely at the bottom of the landing. You are standing on a landing with another. Further, the cave extends to your right-hand side, and in front of you is a wall of spikes.
From above him, he hears, okay, when you make it to the bottom, maybe wiggle the rope so we can send another down?
You
Yes.
do see him standing there.
Just out of principle, I think good ideas need to be followed. And I just kind of push Vith a little bit towards the slide.
I'm gonna tell Horse Chef to stomp and see if he goes through the ice. Or
Goes-
imprints it.
Stomp, eh? Okay. Nope. He seems to have some parameters that cause him from stopping doing certain things that would damage him.
That's fine.
So he goes to hit, but then kind of hesitates. He's pulling his punches.
Alright. I will demount Horse Chef.
You demount. Vith.
How does that grapple hook look into the ice now?
It's currently underneath Turl's boot.
I am standing on it to give it a little bit of extra, how you say, oomph?
What is his, like, body makeup compared to my big lizard ass?
Well, he's still pretty large for a humanoid.
Okay.
Huge. I'm muscular as fuck. And
Do I
covered in
feel
steel armor.
confident, I guess?
Well,
While he's
he does-
hesitating, I'm gonna grab the rope with one hand and just jump backwards and slide down, like holding the rope backwards.
You hastily repel the ramp. However, in your haste, you are holding on haphazardly to the rope. Please give me a dex save on that. You
Do I
drop
see
the
him
rope.
go splat?
You are sliding down the ramp on your back next to the rope. Your party members will get a reaction before you do because they just saw that.
I'm gonna step out of the way.
You step towards the tunnel and away from the wall of spikes. How about the brother, Viv? You just saw this happen.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I'm all the way up the top.
Turl,
I might have something. Hold on.
quick reaction. Gonna give you 5 seconds.
Wouldn't help. I'm going
Okay,
to
goes-
yell out at him.
goes-
Watch out for the wall of spikes!
Jor, you're on your back, racing down this ramp. You are picking up speed very quickly.
I'm gonna try to grab the rope.
Okay. What do you want to roll for a modifier on that?
What are my
Acrobatics.
options?
Well,
What?
if you can justify it to me, I'll let you roll it.
Yeah, I don't have any good justifiable ones.
Okay.
To
then it's just-
religion! Rope is his religion! Kidding. Sorry.
Then just give me a strength check to grab it as you're moving. Slips out of your hands. You're picking up speed.
I'm gonna use blink.
Huh. You blink out of existence and into the ethereal plane.
Well, he needs to roll for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As that's happening, I'm gonna like nudge Vith a little bit with my elbow, and he thought he looked pretty cool, and he won't when his face, how you say, all over the wall.
Splats. And I'm just gonna walk to the edge and start to go down slowly.
Yeah, you saw him blink out of existence and into the ethereal plane. How long does that last for? 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay, can you manually come back if you want?
It's a long one.
You can dismiss the spell as an action.
Yeah.
You can see and hear
If I-
the plane.
That's okay. It'll just work into what's happening.
Okay.
Vith, you start to descend. I'm assuming slowly and cautiously with a level head.
Totally.
Okay.
I've
if
seen
you-
all of the, options.
If you're just taking your time, I won't make you roll anything.
Yeah, I'm just taking my time and making sure that Terrell isn't like freaking out that something's happening with the.
Okay, you're locking eyes with him, and he's just staring at you. He's
Stoic.
mostly covered up though, because he's got plate mail, and he's got. You have a helm, right, Jay?
Fully covered,
he-
full helm.
So he's fully covered. You can't tell. He's just looking at you. All you hear is a French accent coming out of the suit of armor most of the time.
Yeah, you also don't even see eyes.
You just descend the rope, and as you descend the rope and appear on the landing, a human phase shifts back into existence, just standing on the landing.
The fuck kind of trick was that?
That was amazing.
I'm a knight.
Turl, your party members are at the bottom of the ramp.
I'm gonna take the rope and I'm gonna untie it from the grapple. And then I'm gonna take the grapple, stash it in my pack, and I'm going to tie the rope around Horse Jeff, around his chest.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna slowly kind of grapple or rappel my way down.
Horse Jeff doesn't budge, but you are quite hefty for a human, right?
I am a little bit heavy. I'm
Okay,
230 and I'm carrying 130 as well. So 360
Ex-
pounds.
Okay, something is going to happen. Horse Jeff begins to slide towards the edge of the ramp. He's moving backwards, but he doesn't have grip. You are witnessing this. You are 10 feet down the ramp rappelling. Horse Jeff is coming towards you.
Shit! Hold on. Might have something for this, but I don't know.
Cue Jeopardy music.
Okay. Yeah, no.
He's getting closer to the edge of the ramp.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on Horse Jeff. And I'm going to attempt to, I don't know, like spook him or do some damage to make him like start running against my weight of him pulling down to maybe get traction or something. So I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery, and I'm gonna be like, you are not even a real horse, and no wonder Jor could not even beat me in a duel. You are stupid, and if you had a mother, she probably would not love you.
Your words echo off the cave walls, and your party mates hear this entire thing. However, your words can possibly be effective, so his constitution check fails against you, and he scrabbles away from you from your strange insults. However,
And I'm just,
Where is he from me?
he's at the top of the ramp, so he's over 100 feet away from you.
Fuck. Alright, never mind.
He's scampering away, trying to get grip, and pull. However, he's pulling away from you, which is pulling you up the ramp and pulling the rope out of your hands. Give me a strength check.
Alright.
Nice. You managed to
Double
hold
nat
on.
20s. How does that happen? Alright, I'll take it. But
Jonesy only ever did it once. So, Horse Jeff pulls away from you and goes around the corner and stops. However, this has shortened the amount of rope that you have by about 30 feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna slowly get myself down to the bottom where the rope kind of drops off, and I got 30 feet to go.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going to look down towards the party mates and be like, I am sorry I said that about your horse. I did not mean it. I just needed him to move forward. Otherwise, we both come down. I'm going to let go of the rope, and I pray to Ilmater that you, heal me if I die. Okay, so we go now, and I let go.
Your party mates will get an immediate reaction.
I'm gonna move out of the way.
Okay.
I will as well.
Okay. And Aku?
I'm gonna actually take 2 more steps back since they stepped onto that platform.
Everybody moves out of the way.
Nobody want to catch me?
Terrell, you slide down the ramp, quickly picking up speed and collide with a wall of large ice stalactites, which are going to give you some piercing damage. Let's roll 2d8. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, that hurt. Could have been worse. And I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands on myself for 12.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, so nobody can die. I can not do this forever. Running low on how you say divine power. Okay, let's keep going. And sorry about the horse.
Okay. For the record, Horse Jeff is still up there. The rope is still dangling. He's not
Right.
moving.
I meant
So
about the insults.
Just giving you the lay of the land.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we all moving forward? Okay. So you're going to descend down an additional luminous tunnel, which is going to continue on further and further until you reach a wide cavern. It's about 100 feet long, and soft frost lines the ground. At the end of it, you can see that the tunnel continues onwards. But you're in a wide, round room. It's luminous on all sides.
I'm gonna try to be stealthy as I walk in there.
Please roll stealth.
I see him doing that, and I'm gonna do the same thing.
All right. You're both
Attempt to.
You're both attempting to be cautious. What about your party mates?
I'm gonna look at them like they're weird and use pass without a trace on the party.
Nice.
God damn it. Okay, so I guess we are stealthing. I should warn you, I am not good at that. I make a lot of noise because the armor. But okay,
I'm
we try.
glaring at him as he's talking.
I have disadvantage on stealth checks. That's 17, 27. I am really stealthy. Today.
You are all passing without any sound, and this allows you to hear something. A soft chiming is ringing off the walls.
Have I ever heard it before? Or anything like it?
That would be a history roll. Sounds like almost like a wind chime, but like if it was made out of fine crystal. You're all still standing at the mouth of the cave entrance to this area, for the record.
I say since we're all pretty stealthy, let's move forwards.
I'll follow.
Okay. Everybody, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Heading straight into the circular room. Give me a perception check, everybody. Okay. Bob, you're having a great time. Nothing's wrong. Sorry, I should say your names properly. Viv, you're bobbing along. Having a great time.
For shame.
I know. Turl, same goes to you. You are just following along with everybody.
This place looks wide open. Nothing wrong here.
Aku, you hear the chiming sound again, and you're curious about it. And you look up and see that the roof of this place is lined with stalactites that are hanging loosely from the ceiling, and the chiming you're hearing is them softly banging together as they waver very delicately above you. Jor, you also notice this, but you also hear a very fine whine sound that you associate with stepping on. When you walk across a puddle that's recently frozen over and you step on it and it makes that hissing noise before it pops? You hear a hissing noise. You're also walking first. Oh, sorry, no, Aku's walking first. You're behind him.
I'm gonna start running forward.
The sound increases.
Do I hear it now?
You used to see your party mate running.
Okay. I'm gonna chase after him.
The sound gets louder as well as the further you run in. Does this alarm you or change your direction?
It alarms me, but I'm gonna keep on going.
Aku, you as well you begin to hear the whining sound as his footballs fall heavy onto the ground. You notice that the ground itself is beginning to shift uneasily.
What are the walls like? Is it all ice?
Walls are all ice.
I'm gonna motion over towards Vith, take out my grappling hook, and hook right into it.
Okay, so you're walking over towards the wall rather than walking through the middle?
Yes.
Okay. You walk over to the wall as Jor. You are running straight through the middle. Give me a dex save.
I'm right behind
one
him.
of
Do I
you-
have to do it too?
Oh yeah,
Alright.
for sure then. Okay. Jor, your foot goes through, and a bunch of water comes up on the top of your boot, and you narrowly miss falling through what you now know is ice. Turel, you nimbly dodge around the foothold that he just made in the ground and realize that you're standing on ice. The brothers, however, on the outside are totally fine. But you hear the cracking sound now.
Which way did we go, right or left?
I saw Nick do this. I assume you went right.
I don't think it matters. But
It really doesn't.
perfect. Yeah, no. I'm just gonna kind of continue like 5 feet from the wall on the edge, just kind of
Okay.
chugging along.
I'm going to have to get Turel and Jor to re-roll your stealth.
We get a +10 to it though.
18.
Okay. Jor, you're fine. Turel, when you stepped aside, you made kind of a gasp. The sound echoed off the walls to the roof. The chiming sound increases and then goes suddenly silent. Give me a dex save. A stalactite comes from the ceiling, collides into you, and sends you into the ice. Take 7 points of damage, and you are now underwater. Jor, he just went right through the ice next to you. Are you still running?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away was that from me?
He's about 40 feet to your left.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna slowly walk along the edge of the wall, trying to get parallel with him.
Okay, you're trying to approach him, and because it's a round room and he was towards the center when it happened, you can only kind of line up with him so much. You're still 35 feet away from him.
Mm-hmm.
But you are hooked into the wall still because you were doing that as you were walking along with the grappling hook.
How far away is Vith from me?
He's right there with you.
His brothers. Would you happen to have any rope?
Yes. And I'm gonna pull out my rope.
Okay. While you're scheming, Turel, give me a con save. Nice. This ice is cold as fuck. This water is really, really cold. It is inside of your armor, and it is pretty disorientating. However, you have a full lung of air,
Okay.
and the cold has not shocked you to the point of debilitation. You are, however, sinking, because you are heavy as hell.
I'm going to attempt to swim up and climb out.
Okay, give me a strength check with disadvantage.
Die.
You
While
are
that's
too
happening-
heavy.
I'm wrapping my rope and like tying it around my shield, like a counterweight.
Okay. You're tying the rope around the shield. What is the other end of the rope tied to?
I'm gonna
Mhm.
motion towards my grapple that's hooked into the wall. Or that works too.
I'll do me. And then I'm just gonna, I mean, it's 35 feet away, so I'll move closer, and then I'm gonna try to like put it in. Without getting too close that I'll fall in.
Okay, so you're edging towards. Give me a. Well, your dex was pretty good. Give me a dexterity check to throw your shield into the hole from where you are, a safe distance. You misjudge it. The ice cracks below your feet, spooks you, and you throw it directly in front of you, and the ice splinters more. The ground below you is now very unsafe. Jor, give me a dex check for running across the ice. You make it a further 20 feet before you misplace your footing and fall through the ice. Give me a con save. It's cold as fuck. The water surrounds you. It is cold. You have mostly a lung full of air. I don't know what kind of armor you're wearing or how heavy you are.
I am 160 or 72 pounds total.
How about your gear?
That's including gear.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay. Cool. We'll come back to you. Let's go to Aku.
So Vith fell in? Not yet?
Vith almost fell in.
Okay. How far away is he from myself?
He's standing about 15 feet away from you. He's kind of doing this because he's trying not to fall in the ice.
I'm going to attempt to run up behind him, grab him by the waist, and pull him back towards the wall, and grab back onto my grappling hook that's in the wall.
Okay, I'll actually just let you do that.
Okay.
You help out your brother and pull him back towards the wall.
And my shield comes a little closer, right?
Yeah, well, you're holding the rope that's holding it, so you just pull it back with you.
Cool. I want to tether it back in.
Okay. The rope is tethered to you, and the shield is on the end of it. We'll go back to Turul. You're in the water, looking up. You've stopped sinking, though. You're about 25 feet underwater.
Interesting.
You're looking up at a luminous hole.
Okay.
Give me perception, by the way.
Okay.
You can't see much through your visor.
Yeah. I probably can't cast a spell that requires verbal, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Not unless you can shout loud enough for it to displace the water inside of your helmet. Then you'd lose all your air.
I guess, I'm just gonna... Fuck, I'm just gonna try and swim up and climb out.
Alright, give me a strength check to start. Or do you want to do athletics instead? Oh, okay. You did really good on the strength
Athletics has a higher modifier, I would prefer that, but we'll just go with that, because I already rolled it.
check. Okay, next time we can do that. I'll say that you push off from the bottom with your feet and use that as a motivator to start swimming upwards, and you're making a little bit of headway. We'll go back to Jor. Jor, you're underwater, but you're not sinking as fast. You're just kind of underwater.
I'm going to use Water Walk.
Okay. You can now transfer yourself through this medium as though it were pretty much harmless. Do you want to just shoot up to be standing on it? Okay. You just float out and are now standing on top of the hole that is inside the ice.
How clear is the water? Could he have seen me?
If he looked for you.
Because up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range give the ability as well.
Really?
Yeah.
How far away are you? It's only
How
30
far away
feet.
am I?
He was running away from you. So he was probably farther than 30 feet.
Alright.
Well, you said I ran 20 and fell through. But
Oh.
there's also the distance.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I'm
20
falling
feet
straight
underwater.
down. I'm falling straight down.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know what's if A is 20 and B is 20, what's C?
Well, you said he was falling slowly, not that he hasn't fallen. So I don't know. It's up to you. It's your call.
I don't remember how to do Sokotoa.
If I can reach him, I will also use Water Walk on Toril.
Actually, he was swimming up when you cast it. So,
I just pushed off. Yeah. Makes sense.
however, it was the underwater turtle that suggested you casting it on him, and that's a little bit meta. So, I'll give you an
Sorry.
insight roll, and if you pass the insight roll, then you would have known to do that. If not,
Yeah.
then it didn't happen. You totally thought about it, and you cast it on him. Turl, you feel lighter.
In my defense, I wasn't trying to be meta. The spell just says up to 10 willing creatures that he can see.
Mhm.
So if he could see me, that's why I wanted to know. So
But technically, didn't he see him fall in to begin with?
yeah, so not meta.
Hence the running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
You're both standing completely fine on top of the water.
Okay.
The lizard bros, you see him just kind of come out and now standing on top of the hole that he was just above.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna back the fuck up.
I noticed that I'm going to continue shimmying on the wall.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Jor and be like, thank you for getting me out of here. Again, I am sorry about the mean thing I said to your horse. It was only meant so that it could help me not fall. The plan backfire, and I don't know how long this spell lasts, but if we fall through ice, then at least we do not drown, so maybe we keep walking?
Everyone give me a dex save.
Ah, crap.
Fuck.
Turl's voice, all adrenalized with having been recently brought above water, echoes off the cavern walls and sends more stalactites careening down at you. It is almost though as they are magically honing in on your voices and are coming towards you. So, Aku, you nimbly dodge out of the way, as does Vif. The lizard bros are totally fine. However, the other two that are standing on the ice out in the wide open take some damage. The first one is Turel for 9 points. The second one is 6 points for Jordan.
Did
Piercing
I see
damage.
that ice hit him?
Yep.
Okay.
What kind of
Yes.
damage is it?
Piercing.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
It's piercing, eh?
Yeah, because they're sharp. The lizard bros are making their way along the walls. The other two of you are just standing on the ice lake.
Going forward.
Okay.
I will also follow.
Okay. I'm assuming you're going with reasonable precaution now.
I am.
Okay. You all make
Somewhat.
it to the other side. You are now back in the tunnel. Okay.
In the tunnel that we started in?
Oh no, you've made it across onto the other side.
Okay.
Okay. So are you gonna just keep descending?
I am.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You are descending into the cavern. You go down past more tunnel and descending, but now the walls of the cave are, instead of being ice, some of them are stone in patches. And you finally open up into a cavern where the floor is still glowing ice, but the walls and the roof are stone. It's still dimly lit from below, from the glowing of the ice, and you can see just regular old stone stalactites on the ceiling. But also hanging with them are these white bulbs that are kind of just hanging sporadically. It's a cavern about the same size as the last one you were just in.
And we all see it.
The rest of it
tall
is a wide, flat area.
How tall
the-
is the ceiling?
The ceiling itself is about 60 feet up. The bulbs range in different heights. Some of them are only 10 feet above the ground. Some of them are all the way on the ceiling.
I'm gonna try to poke one with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Turl?
Would I know that my voice caused the things to fall in the previous room, or do you want me to roll some insight for that?
That'd be insight. You know exactly that it was your fault.
Okay. I'm gonna quietly whisper to the group. Sorry about that last room. I did not realize it was that. And I will make up for it right now. And I'm going to... cast Detect Magic as a ritual. So I'm gonna tell the boys, just stand here for 10 minutes while I cast a ritual, and we find out if this is magic.
Okay, Jor, you walked up to the closest cocoon. It's not that far up off the ground, and you kind of reach up with your quarterstaff and you poke the bottom of it, and it moves. It moves like something's inside of it, squirming, and thrashes a bit. Just like something is inside of it trying to get out, and you hear a muffled scream.
I'm gonna kind of recoil and back away.
Cool. I'm going to also now give everyone the opportunity to go on break because we're halfway through the episode.
I was literally about to grab my post-it notes, write piss break, and hold it up. Awesome.
So we'll break at the shimmying bulb, and we'll come back in about 5 minutes. So back in 5, everybody.
Cool.
Welcome back. We're just going to resume where we left off with Joradam poking the white bulb suspended from the ceiling, and the bulb itself shimmies at his touch. He recoiled from this, but everybody saw it happen.
I'm still casting my ritual, right? Casting
Well,
ritual, boys. You guys got to do something. It's
Jor,
10 minutes.
You recoiled, and the thing in front of you is now still wiggling.
Do I see this happening?
You do.
Can I look at the lizards? Totally meta, but how well do we know each other at this point? Like,
You know them well enough to go on a camping trip.
But not Terrell, right? Because he's
Terrell's the
Hey.
new guy.
I
yeah.
just showed up, yeah.
okay.
okay, yeah, I'll look at the lizards.
I want to roll. I don't know. Would it be history, or I just want to like see if I have ever seen this thing in my travels of like
Yeah.
my the swamplands and stuff.
Well, animal, mineral, or vegetable is all nature.
So just what about nature?
I was also looking at the little squiggly thing.
Okay, so both brothers are eyeballing it. Can you also give me a nature?
Wow.
Neither of
I
you
don't
have
know
ever
shit.
seen this before. Some kind of blob.
Are they like startled by said blob?
That's up to them.
What color is it?
White.
Does it feel like? Do I feel an aura, like cool or warmth?
Well, the whole place is cold. You wouldn't be able to feel an aura off of it.
Okay. I won't really have any. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't
Okay.
even.
Neither do I. It makes me hungry.
I glanced
All
at
right.
it and that's it.
Just let me know
If
when
they're
10
not
minutes has
alarmed,
gone
I'm
by.
not.
Okay, so you're all just gonna sit there and stare at it?
No, I'm gonna start moving forward
Yeah, I'm just
towards
gonna
the.
walk past it.
Yeah.
Okay, you start
I'm gonna
walking.
go over and pick it up.
Pick it up.
Mhm.
It hasn't
It's on
fallen.
the
It's
ceiling.
it's on this. It's
Oh, it's
suspended
on
from
the
the
ceiling.
ceiling.
Oh.
It's about 10 feet off the ground.
I'm just gonna sit there drooling, looking up at it because
Okay.
I'm hungry.
You're pretty tall, right? You could probably just basketball jump up and touch it if you even wanted to.
Oh, I'm 7'1", so I could probably just reach up and grab it.
You could just reach up and touch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. How are you touching it?
With my fingertip.
I'm gonna stop him
lightly
as he
poke.
does that. I'm gonna hold my arm out and slap his hand, and then hold him, give him an arrow to do that with.
Okay. Your brother hands you an arrow.
I'm gonna look at it. Step to the side a little bit and realize why he's giving it to me, and then poke it.
Okay. Whatever's inside of it is now screaming bloody murder from inside of it. They think they're dying. Something inside of that cocoon is thrashing and thinks that they are currently dying.
I'm gonna
It is-
lance it.
Okay. Give me a lance attack. Okay. It doesn't get to do a saving throw. So you hit it and its contents burst out and splat against the wall. Inside of it was a human male, dressed mostly in red garb, and has now splatted, ricocheted, slid down against the far wall, and is hurled in a heap.
Was the cocoon that large, or did he kind of expand?
No, it was that large.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over and see. So is he? He doesn't have anything. He's naked.
Well, he's wearing a breastplate with red garb over top of it, and his cloak is hiding whatever else he would have on him. He's got brown hair, a red armband on, and he is breathing shallowly, but in fast, quick succession, like he's
I'm gonna
sick.
grab the arrow that I gave Aku.
I'm gonna use spare the dying on him.
Okay. His eyes wake up, and he starts to scrabble, and he backs himself up against the wall. Do you need to touch him for that?
Yep.
Okay. He just sees you in front of him. He starts clamoring at you, and he pulls himself close to you, and he's like holding on to you, and he's shaking. And he says, "I don't feel okay. Where am I?"
I'm gonna look at his red. Was it bandana or something? He said.
He's got a red armband on and a red
Armband.
cloak.
Is that the same armband that the orc had as a sash?
As a necklace of sashes.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like smile, really scary at him.
Okay, so you're going to stand loomingly behind Jor?
Yeah,
Okay, he doesn't see it yet,
perfect.
but I'll wait for it.
I'm just gonna hold that face.
That was perfect timing for your cam to freeze for a second.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you were like. It was.
I'm
great.
gonna kind of push him away. This is kind of scary.
Okay. He puts his eyes tight and he's holding his gut. And he looks up and screams as he sees the lizard folk behind you. And he goes, "Oh, fuck, no, it can't be. And then you see him start to convulse and he's seizing.
I'm gonna look around at the party and pull out my battle axe.
I'm very confused by the egg person.
I'm just tilting my head.
Shall we put him out of his miseries? I'm seeing if he's still convulsing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna take out my longbow and aim straight for the head.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold up my hand and then just strike down. At
His
like
body goes... Oh, you're going to just cut his head off?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me an attack roll. Both of you, if you want to skewer his head before he cuts it off.
I'll let him do that first.
Yeah, you just shoot him straight in the head.
Okay.
However, the body is still convulsing.
What kind of armor did you say he had on?
He had a breastplate on.
Just
I'm
a
gonna-
breastplate, not full plate.
Put my
Oh,
other
okay.
arm on my battle axe and swing with two hands.
Okay. Give him
Oh,
hell.
sorry. There we go. That one.
Okay. He's prone, so you have advantage on that. Yeah, you cut his head clean off. The body is still thrashing.
That's what I was afraid of. Did
His arms.
anything come out of his head?
No. And his blood is thick and coagulated. It's not
Is
even.
it-
It's not even
Is it
gushing.
black?
It's dark, but it's the darkness of just red. However, his chest is expanding.
I'm gonna
Have I
back
seen
up.
this before?
It's roll history. You saw a puppet show once where a man exploded. That's all about you know about that, but that was a magic spell, and it was a story about a curse.
I'm gonna lance him again. This is scary.
Okay. Yeah. You lance him, and his chest cavity pops open, and just thousands of tiny spiders just fall and crawl out of him and all over the ground. They skitter in every direction.
I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, you're still 10 feet away because your lance has a little bit of a reach advantage on it.
Yeah,
so
that's
this
okay.
happens, and they're all over the place. So then you just kind of lean back and start rolling on the ground. Our lizard kin, what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna put my axe in my one hand or I guess is lighting a torch a two-handed thing?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, I'm gonna sheath my weapon and light a torch, and then pull out my weapon again. However
Okay.
that works.
Yeah, you're one-handing a torch, and you've got a battle axe. You see the spiders scattering in no particular direction, and by the light of your torch, you see that they are blue.
How much time has passed?
Just a couple seconds as you're watching the spiders skitter all over the place.
No, from when Terrell
Oh,
has started his ritual.
Oh, 4 minutes.
Is a chalk go here, circle around, and I put this right here to take off my necklace.
Are they moving towards him at all?
They're kind of just going haphazardly all over the place. They don't appear to be aware of you. And Terrell doesn't appear to be aware of anything.
I'm gonna go walk in next to Terrell with my torch and just kind of like do this, kind of wave it in front of him, just to make sure no one comes by there.
Okay.
I
What
don't
about
even
the other
notice. Don't even notice.
two? Jor, are you still rolling on the ground?
Yep.
Okay, you just keep rolling on the ground. Aku, what are you doing?
It's just spiders. It doesn't phase me, so I'm just gonna kind of walk over and sit on the floor on Terrell's back corner side.
Okay. Okay. Jor, give me perception. Okay. Because you're rolling on the ground, you're alternating between looking at the ground and looking at the ceiling. So you're seeing ground, ceiling, ground, ceiling, ground, ceiling, and as you look up and see the ceiling, it was black, and then you see ground, then you look up and it was white, and then you look down and then you look back and it was black. For some reason, something that passed your peripheral vision was a different color. This gives you pause.
That's weird.
What's
I'm gonna keep rolling.
weird?
Okay, you just keep rolling then. You did hear him say that though.
I'm looking
Really?
right at him.
Yeah, I'm looking in his direction as well.
He's just rolling on the ground.
I'm gonna look up.
Okay,
What do I see?
everybody that's looking up, give me perception. The cocoon. Okay, Aku, you see the cocoons are disrupted in one area and they started to swing. Vif, you saw a leg on the ceiling, spindly and long and creeping. It was feeling its way along the ceiling before it
Just-
disappeared behind a stalactite.
One leg?
Just one. It was long,
Okay.
kind of how you would picture a crab's leg.
Oh,
Kinda-
just gonna
yeah,
fucking
so-
chill, dude. Ugh.
Yeah. I forget. It's like has that joint kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Articulated.
Yes. Yes. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna kind of grunt to Aku, and just kind of because we're next to each other, right?
Mhm.
So, okay, and just kind of like look up and creature.
Did I hear him say that?
Uh-huh. You're standing right next to each other. Or sitting. I forgot. I think
I'm
one of you
sitting.
said... Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I poked him on the head as he was looking up and pointed to what I saw, and then said that.
I didn't see anything.
Be
Flush.
careful.
Jor, you still rolling around on the ground?
Is there still spiders around?
I don't know. Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to tell unless you're looking for them.
Well,
But-
is there like crunching underneath me?
They've dispersed, and they weren't going particularly for you.
I will stop them
Okay,
and stand up.
you do that. Okay, at this point, 7 minutes have elapsed.
Ilmater, please give me some guidance about if there's anything magical in 30 feet of me. I am a patient person, but
That's for flavor. I'm not actually. I'm just keeping it going.
Jor, right next to you, a large wad of webbing just splats and hits with impact right next to you. Just like, and splatters on the ground right next to you. And then just instantly solidifies and welds itself to the ground.
I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on it.
Okay. It bursts into flame and continues to be on fire.
How close was Jor to me? Or I
About
guess how
10
close was the explosion of web?
It sprayed a little bit. The spray was just mostly a mucousy debris. The clump of webbing itself that landed right next to him was still about 15 feet away from your person.
So on the
and
other
it-
side of him.
Yeah, if you're both side by side with Taral looking into the cave, and Jor was about 10 to 15 feet away from you, looking towards you with his back towards the cave. And it landed next to him, and then splattered and is now on fire.
I just wanted to make sure that if I was doing this, that spray caught on fire.
Yeah, and you are not on fire. Just the little patch of spray next to him.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm assuming this doesn't disrupt Torel's oblivious concentration.
I am just still concentrating on the ritual.
Okay, lizard folk, do you have any reaction to what just happened?
I jumped up immediately.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the torch out instead of waving it, kind of directed at the webs to see if
Okay.
anything happens, I guess, and then
We
have
got-
my.
Give me another perception roll.
Okay.
I'm also looking around, making sure there's nothing behind us or anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you didn't see anything. You're looking up, but because you held the torch in front of your eyes, your light to dark vision kind of got fucked for a second, so you couldn't see anything. Aku, did you? Are you looking around?
I am looking around, yes.
Okay, give me a perception with advantage from the light of your brother's torch. From between two stalactites, you see a row of glittering jewels set in rows that you identify as eyeballs, connected to a mouth that is hanging open, approximately double the size of your head.
I'm going to immediately pull out my longbow and aim in between the eyes.
All right.
Do I see him draw his weapon?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna just go down and like growl and go into a rage.
Okay. You fly into a rage. Jor, you're looking at the lizard folk who became very tense all of a sudden, drew weapons, and became agitated. Are you doing anything with that information?
I'm gonna try to figure out what they're looking at.
Okay. You can just use perception for that if you'd like.
Nope.
You're kind of confused. You're not picking up on the social cue.
Happens
Let
a lot.
let fly with that longbow. Nice. Your attack roll. Your attack hits. Roll, please.
I'm not able to throw a javelin when he does it too, because I
You'll
didn't
get-
see it right.
You're gonna see where he fired his bow.
Okay.
So
I just
Nick
wanted
rolls,
to say it now. Is all.
Nick rolls damage.
You can actually
Okay.
just click on longbow and it'll roll the damage.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I forgot.
All good. You're usually a spellcaster, so I feel the pain.
And I will let Viff go ahead and throw that javelin. Yeah, it turns out your vision did not get any better. It just sails through the air. Jor, the guys in front of you are clearly starting to attack something. Would you like to roll initiative? Let's get everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Even me, I'm oblivious.
You're oblivious, and if you want to stay oblivious, you can stay oblivious.
It's my flaw, unfortunately. Once I pick a goal, I'm obsessed with it to the detriment of everything else in my life. Gotta get the ritual off.
Gotcha. Okay, I am currently writing the order. Please stand by.
It's unacceptable.
How do I actually spell Aku? I didn't look.
AAU. There you go. Just think of Samurai Jack.
I wish I could, but I actually didn't see the show. I'm sorry if that's blasphemy.
Just don't watch the revamped series or season.
I heard
Is
good
it bad?
things.
It's not.
I don't know that.
It's not the same artist.
Oh.
Oh, that would suck. Okay. Okay. From the ceiling comes another great big wad of webbing. Let's see what happens there. Another wad of webbing shoots past Joradam and lands on his other side. It'll now go to Aku.
Is he still up in the ceiling?
Between two stalactites on the roof. Upside down.
Can I still see its eyes?
Yes.
I'm gonna aim for his right eye.
Which one?
Oh, that's right. There's 8. The biggest
got-
one, I guess.
Okay, the front one then.
Yeah.
Shit, son, you nailed that. Yeah. Roll some damage for that.
Nope.
No, click on longbow in the rolls.
There we
you
go.
Hey. Yeah. You lodge that right below the eyeball. You don't pop it, but fuck, is it ever wedged in there? Good job. Would you like to take any move actions during this turn?
I'm gonna go around Terrell's ritual and stand right in front of it.
Okay, you're blockading.
Yeah.
We will go to Terrell. No, wait. Terrell didn't roll initiative.
Nope.
We will go to Jor. Sorry.
No, other one. I was last.
You were last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi, pick me.
Hi. Viv, please go. Sorry.
Alright, so I'm gonna walk, I guess, like 5-10 feet towards where it is.
Okay.
How close is it to straight above me, I guess, is the first question before I ask that.
The roof was 60 feet tall.
The
Recollection.
where I threw my javelin and where he just hit said creature.
Oh, the javelin sailed way past and is now on the other side of the room.
I'm trying to see if the spider's right above me, or if it's like...
If you use your
diagonal.
full movement speed, you could get pretty close to being directly below it.
Okay, that's fine. So perfect. I want to do about 10 feet, and then stand right about there, and use... let's see, just my longbow this time.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to aim for the same eye if I saw where he hit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. You still hit. You didn't hit where you wanted to hit, but you got him in the head.
All right.
Nice. Good job. Okay. Is that your whole turn?
Let's see. How far away is he? Because of the... It's 60?
Still 60 feet above you.
Okay, yeah. Then that's it.
Okay. We're gonna go back to Jor now.
I'm gonna try to move within line of sight of said creature.
Okay, you can do that. You're moving
Right.
towards where Viff is standing. You're not quite there, but you're close.
As soon as I see it, I'm going to use a level 2 guiding bolt.
Cool. Let it fly.
Alright, what is that? Let's see.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. You use guiding bolt and strike the spider. It hits him and dislodges him from the ceiling. So he's going to fail his dex check and fall off the roof and take some fall damage. So he's going to take 23 points of guiding bolt damage. What damage type is that?
Radiance.
Nice. Okay, that doesn't affect him anything special, but still cool. Okay, and he's also going to take 5 points of fall damage. Okay. Is that your whole turn?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. The spider is going to use his move action to flip upside down and right itself. And then he's going to go to his nearest closest enemy, which is going to be Vif. Vif, he is going to try and bite you. And he does. Shit. Okay. I am going to give him full points of damage for that bite because he totally nailed it. He sinks his teeth into you, like sideways, full bite onto your torso. I'm going to need you to flex for me and do a Constitution save. Nice. You managed to twist out of his bite right before you see the venom shoot out into where your torso was. Yeah. You are, however, going to take 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. And am I still in a rage?
Yes, you're still in a rage.
Okay.
Because rage lasts a minute, correct?
Yeah. But so how long? I forget when you did it in the other campaign. How long is that last turn?
We're going with the proper turn order that Jason adopted, where each full round a rotation takes 7 to 8 seconds.
Okay. I just wasn't sure because I went into a rage before combat started.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the drop on him though.
I'm just gonna be casting this ritual while you guys kill a spider. It's great. I love it. Sorry.
Okay. So I took 11 piercing, you said?
Yes.
So
and
that's...
managed to dodge out of the way of the poison.
So I take half, right? Because I have resistance.
Yes, you do.
And then so that's 6?
Yes. Please round up.
Okay, so I figured. Perfect.
Okay. Aku.
I'm just gonna fire off my longbow again.
You can do that. You tied with him. Let's roll a tiebreaker. Let's roll a d20 for me. Nice.
Okay.
The spider was mad about missing his bite. So you still managed to get him while his head was turned sideways. Roll for your damage.
And how close is Vith to him?
Vith is standing right next to him.
I get sneak attack too.
Nice. Yeah, roll your sneak attack damage. Okay. We will go to Vith if you are not going to move.
I'm gonna use my bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
Could you? Oh, perfect. Oh, it's just you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So is he still focused on me after that last shot?
Yeah, he's looking right at you.
Perfect. I'm just gonna smile with my teeth and then pull out my battle axe with 2 hands and just go ham at his face.
Okay. You go to try and swing with both hands, realize your torch is still in your left hand. Try to put both hands on your battle axe with the torch in your hand. Burn your hand, let go of that, put your hand back on your battle axe, and miss your swing. So you still have the ability for a bonus action and to move.
Okay. Is that like extra attack or that's bonus action?
For which?
What do I have left?
Oh, whatever you would naturally still have left.
Okay, well, okay. So, I'm gonna scoff at that once I dropped it, and I'm gonna try to go again with my extra attack.
All right.
Does that use your bonus action?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
If you have 2 attacks, you've got 2 attacks.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you still didn't get him on the second one. The spider is now expecting you. Would you like to move?
No. Can you take out your shield for the bonus action?
I'll let you draw it. Sure.
Because my weapon is versatile, so I would just take my other hand off, essentially.
Okay. I will consider you starting the next round with it in your hands. Jor.
How wide is this cavern?
The cavern itself is approximately the same size as the one you were falling through the ice in. About 100 feet across.
Okay, yeah, big. Alright, I'm just gonna try to lance it then.
All right. Charge. Nice. You hit. You do 15 points of damage, and the spider is going to do a strength check. It is not going to get pushed back. It is large, and it locks its feet into the ground and just absorbs the attack. It does, however, take full damage.
Alright. I'll stand my ground.
Okay. It's going to go to the spider's turn, who's now looking at you. And he's going to try and hawk a loogie on you. Oh, yeah. He lines straight up and spits it right on your face. Please give me a dex save. Oh, sorry, no, a strength check. Nice. As the web begins solidifying around your shoulders, you just hulk out and rip it off of you. You are not restrained. Spider is still going to use his move action to skitter up to the wall and start climbing. He's now partway up the wall, away from both of you. He did leave the area in front of you.
Can I take a reaction and
Yeah,
attack?
roll 2.
You both can.
It's one-handed now.
Fuck, you both hit. Seven points. Nice. And the spider's gonna make a saving throw. Ha! Sweet. The spider attempts to climb up the wall, but is now dealing with the ricochet damage of bouncing off of it. So he instead hits the wall and bumps his head for another 6 points of damage. And is not climbing the wall. That goes back to Aku's turn.
How far away is it from Jarl?
From who? Or from
Jarl?
Tural's behind you, and the battle is taking place ahead of you. So,
Sorry. Zach's character.
oh, Jor?
Jor, thank you.
It is now 15 feet away.
Words are hard. Names are hard. Things with letters.
It's okay. You'll remember Jor. He's a knight.
I'm just gonna use my longbow again.
Okay. Yeah. Fly away.
Aiming for the other big eye this time.
Okay. Nice. Roll your damage.
And then I get 1d6 damage as well because he's got Hunter's Mark.
Nice. Okay. You put it in his other eye, and you don't even need to roll for it.
Oh.
Yep. You sink it straight through his eye into the back of his head, and he kind of wiggles and goes down. The encounter is over.
Yay!
Good job. Terrell, you are oblivious to the noise taking place as you are still drawing on the ground with chalk.
I'm gonna look back at him, make sure that nothing happened to him.
He's completely oblivious.
Do I see any of the little?
My hair's a
Spiders?
mess, though. Like, just a matted mess. You can't see it, though. It's under the helmet.
There are some little ones, little spiders crawling all around the ground.
I'm looking for like the way or area they retreated to. If they
Nowhere
did.
in particular. They're
Okay.
freshly hatched, just kind of scattered all over the place. Okay, so while Terrell is doing that and the spider is just kind of listed into the corner, you can still see some of the cocoons in the ceiling wiggling back and forth.
I'd say we should destroy them all.
More spiders then.
Mm. What's
I'm gonna walk over to the dead
do?
body.
The spider?
Yeah,
Or the red guy?
the spider. And are there any arrows stuck in him?
That was a few. There's at least
I'm
4 in
gonna-
its face.
Alright, I'm gonna grab my one and then the other 3 and hand the 3 to Aku and try to find my other javelin.
Okay, you're walking to the other edge of the cavern looking for the javelin. You'll find it. It's just sticking in the wall. Anybody else doing anything? I don't
I'm gonna
remember.
Look at Terrell.
Terrell's drawing on the ground with chalk.
I'm
He's
gonna
doing
look
a good job.
expectantly.
Okay, you're looming. Aku?
I'm just gonna hang back with Terrell.
Okay. You're both doing that as Vif is pulling his javelin free of the wall. He's now on the opposite side of the room from you. Are you just gonna walk back, Vif?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back and hand him his arrows if I didn't already.
Okay, yeah. You can do that and hand him back his arrows. And we will pick that up with the completion of Terrell's 10 minutes. Terrell, lay it on us.
You tell me. Is there anything magical going on within 30 feet? And if so, what's cool?
No.
Okay, guys, basically, it looks like that. What the fuck is that?
It's a
There
big
is
spider.
no magic around here. That is a very large spider. Was it always here?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
One
Okay.
just.
I'm sorry I missed it. I maybe could have learned a little bit. Okay, well, what do you want to do now?
Just keep going forwards.
Maybe for future reference, when we say, hold on, wait for me, I cast a ritual, maybe you do not get into combat. How you say, undermanned? Just food for thought.
Fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna walk over to his. Is it actual chalk that he was drawing on the ground?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna walk over and just like scrape it with my foot, just kind of fuck it up.
It's okay. The ritual is already complete, so I take my chalk and I put it back in my backpack,
Okay.
and then I stand up.
I'm gonna Monty Python like gallop ahead with my hands.
I'm gonna mimic him by doing a silly walk.
Terrell,
I'm
the
just
group,
gonna walk forward.
yeah, the group
Well, then,
seems
I
to be
got something
leaving
for
you in
this.
all manner of strangeness.
I'm going to take my longsword out of its scabbard, and I'm gonna put the glaive on my back, take the shield off of my back, and then kind of clink the sword against the shield to make like hoof sounds, and follow.
It makes sounds that sound a lot more like Jor's horse than a regular horse because of the metal sounds.
I'm
Maybe
pleased.
he feels at home. I guess I don't know. And I follow.
Jay, you get an inspiration for that.
Woo!
I'm the best. You guys fucking suck. I'm sorry.
Says the one just casting a ritual the entire fight.
I told you to win. This is meta. Let's move on. Talk about it later.
Okay, so you proceed down through the other side of the cavern, and now there is no luminous cave wall. It is all stone passage, and you see signs of construction here. There is wood planking on the floor for grip, and you let out into a small room.
What language is it? The signs?
There's runic symbols written on the ground. What languages do you speak?
Common, Draconic, and Undercommon.
You do not recognize the symbols.
Is it celestial?
I'm gonna look over at Aku.
Is it Pardon, Sylvan? No, it is not Sylvan.
What
Aku?
about deep speech or abyssal?
Not deep speech. It is not abyssal.
All right. Figured I'd try.
And Aku doesn't speak anything else. You see mysterious symbols that you do not recognize. As you progress down, you enter
Have I
onto.
ever seen anything like it before in my history?
You can roll history.
I'm clueless.
You're clueless. Does any of you have a particularly high passive insight?
Passive wisdom's 10 for me.
I do.
13.
I think.
Nick,
Yeah, I
cam
do.
turned off.
Okay. In the meantime, Jor, your passive insight tells you that the letters are really big. The individual characters of the writings seem to be quite large, and the marksmanship of them would imply that it was done with a rather large hand.
Nick
Big
is gonna
letter.
trash, so don't ask him anything until he gets back.
Okay.
Is that why my shit went away?
He's back. There we go. Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, and he's gone. Okay, that's okay.
Just wait till he's
so long
back
as you.
to do anything with him.
Okay. Oop. Okay.
Just keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry.
It's okay. Wasn't that much downtime. You enter into a square room. The furthest wall away from you ends in a trench that dips below a large wall with a square gate into it. The pit that is separating you from that wall with the gate in it is lined with spikes at the bottom. It's about 15 feet of a gap, but the door seems to be about that tall. And is closed.
The door is elevated.
It's a wooden. You know when a gate opens up and becomes a
Drawbridge?
bridge? It's a drawbridge.
Okay, but inaccessible from our side.
It's pulled up.
When you
Okay,
asked what all of our passive perception was, did you guys hear me what I said?
No.
Oh, mine was 15.
Oh, okay. Well, your passive perception in this situation would tell you that if that gate were down, it would span the gap correctly.
Oh, okay.
What
There
is
is-
the holding mechanism made of?
You're not sure it's being pulled up from the other side, so all you see is a large wooden square that's hinged at the bottom.
Is there any room to go over or anything, or is it like a wall straight up to the roof?
It's a wall. It's not straight up to the roof, but there's a little bit of a gap away from the wall at the top. It's a little bit of a space.
How
There's
high up, roughly?
15 feet.
15?
Mm-hmm.
How much
Okay.
space, roughly enough for somebody to get through?
Oh, like this much.
That's
so,
all I...
So not
I-
enough
yeah.
for an abnormally muscular and tall human.
So you'd have to span the gap to get to the bridge itself,
I'm not worried about that
which
part.
is also 15 feet up in the air.
I'm gonna get my grappling hook
Not
out
worried about
and
that at all.
try to hit that spot and get
Okay.
it in through over.
I should also tell you, because there are no longer luminous rock or luminous ice formations around you, the room is very, very dark. I'm assuming that Viv picked his torch back up, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it go out? If it did, I'll
You just
relight
dropped it.
Okay. I'm gonna
It was-
relight it and hand it to whoever's closest to me.
I'll take
Uh,
it.
I believe
gonna
I
say-
can help you with this situation, and I'm going to cast the light cantrip on the drawbridge at the top.
Okay.
Okay.
So
It's very
20
bright
feet
at
of
the
bright
top
light,
now.
20 more feet of dim.
Alright, so
The whole
all I'm
room
trying
is
to do is I'm trying to throw it into that little spot, and then once that's there, I guess I'll explain more if I get there.
Give me Dex.
Just a check.
Yep. Nice. You hook it on the top.
I wanted to go through,
Oh, you wanted to like launch it over?
like through the hole.
Okay, you can kind of hook the hole. The grappling hook is larger than the space of the hole.
Oh, damn.
You hooked the top of the drawbridge, though.
Okay.
I think
assuming-
we have enough muscle
I'm
mass
assuming
to
a
try
rope
to
was
pull
attached
this
to
out.
it.
Yes, it is. Which way does it open? Towards us or?
Towards you.
Cool. Can I make sure it's steady?
As you pull on the rope, your feet slide a little bit from underneath you.
So it's stronger than I am at the moment.
Yes.
Do not worry about that. I will grab you by the waist.
And I'm grabbing him by the waist.
He makes you uncomfortable and grabs you around the waist. He's behind you, spooning.
Okay, buddy, you can go ahead and pull.
I'm just gonna stand there awkwardly and look at Aku. Like, help.
I'm just gonna sit there snickering at him.
Your brother appraises you and finds this humorous.
Do not worry, just go with it. Nothing bad will happen.
Ding.
His foreignness is charming to you. And as weird as this is, you're kind of laughing it off like, oh, these humans are so weird. There's no way we'd let them home if they weren't magical. They're so weird.
Smells like cheese. I'm gonna start to back up until it's taunt, and then look behind
You
and say,
fuck.
"Ready?
And say what?
Are you ready?"
Yeah, I am ready. I will hold you until we both plummet to our death.
I'm gonna start backing up and pulling.
Okay.
Hold him around the
give-
waist.
Both you guys give me strength.
I was hoping I could just give him advantage, but that works.
You're holding onto him and he's sliding on the floor.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's not enough. This is a pretty tough gate.
I'm gonna
Alright.
go up behind Thrall and grab onto his waist. Try to help.
Oh yeah, buddy, now we got a party.
I'm gonna
Okay.
back up so it's taunt again.
Okay. Jor, you're holding the torch and looking at Vif holding onto the rope attached to the drawbridge. He's being spooned by Thrall, holding around him by the waist, who is being held by Aku around the waist. And they're all about to pull. With a strength check, please.
All of us?
Yep.
Did that work? Oh, sorry. Go with the first one.
I didn't think twice.
I clicked
Uh,
it and nothing happened, so sorry.
Oh, okay. It starts to creak and move towards you, but it's not enough. Meta break. It's 1 point off. How
Is
about
it
y'all
like
try?
is it flexing at all? Like has it been pulled at all
It's
towards us?
being pulled towards you a little bit, but it seems to be counterweighted by something.
How much
Can I-
would you say how much space has been made?
Got about a foot.
Can I see what's holding it yet?
There's ropes on the other side, one on either side, tied to the top.
I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on the left rope.
Nice. It catches fire, and you hear a creaking as everyone is holding it open, and the left side bows out, and your combined strength is enough to pull the single rope, and it pulls down. So it's just gonna fall flat with a nice loud clatter.
Nicely done.
That would be a good time to get off me.
Okay, good job, guys.
I'm just gonna elbow him.
and
lightly.
I'm gonna give them both a smack on the back, on the behind,
Whoa.
like a good game pat. All right,
Give me a sleight of hand.
like a good job.
I'm gonna try to
Okay.
dodge out of the way of it.
Yeah, they both brothers dodge in opposite directions away from your hands, and you end up just kind of almost clapping.
All right, good job. And I start walking towards the drawbridge.
Okay. Beyond the drawbridge, lets out into a circular room. It's warm, way warmer than the rest of the place you've been into. It's a 20-foot circular room centered on a cauldron in the center. At the far end of the room is a tomb-shaped object. Looks like it's got a lid. To the right-hand side is a large rack of cutting tools. And on the left-hand side is a bucket full of cast iron rods sticking out of it.
How
There's
large is all of this? Like human size or?
It is not human-sized equipment. There is a meat cleaver hanging from the rack that looks large enough to cut trees down, as well as a set of knives and cleavers that could easily pass as human swords. There are also doors in this room on the left and right-hand side.
I'm gonna turn to my party and be like, if I cast another ritual, are you guys going to leave me behind, or shall I figure out if there's any magic?
I'm gonna kind of point at all the big stuff and say treasure.
I don't think there's magic needed.
In my experience, rooms with single large brazier is not normal.
Not a brazier.
Cauldron, right?
It's a cauldron sitting on top of a fire.
Cauldron, sorry.
Is it boiling, flaming?
Yeah, there's something in it.
What color is there? Flame?
You have to go look in it, but you can do that.
Well, what do I see from here? I guess can I perception that?
You can smell it from there.
Okay.
Smells like slightly off meat, and but not like a stew, like an old stew that's kind of bad.
Can I try to like distinguish what kind of meat? Because I might know
nature.
as a lizard folk.
Mm-hmm. Polar bear.
Okay. Is it I guess like rancid meat? Or
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I'm gonna
You're
go
all
stealth.
Okay, please roll for that. Yeah, you press up against the wall and kind of tuck yourself up against it. The light of the cauldron is not lighting you up anymore.
Did Veeth transfer that information to us?
He did not say anything aloud about the soup.
I was
He's
waiting
just-
for him to do that. Where are they in relativity to me? And then how far away is that cauldron?
You're standing at the entrance to the room. The cauldron is in the center of the room. It's only about 10 feet away from you.
Okay. Smells like polar bears.
I'm just tucked away. I'm not gonna say anything.
Taral, are you drawing on the ground with chalk?
No. I'm standing there deep in thought. I'm not very smart though, so it might take me a minute.
Okay. We see the gear starting.
Does he look perplexed to me?
He looks like a helm.
Okay. Is he just
Don't know.
staring at me?
His head is slightly cocked.
All right, so I'm gonna start to like try to draw the silhouette of a polar bear.
I know what a polar bear is. I was jousting on one earlier. That is not
Not
what
very
has me...
well.
Joust?
I believe I almost won, actually. So, anyway, it is not the polar bear that has me perplexed. It is the purpose of the cauldron in the middle of a room. It is strange, no?
Yes.
I wonder what will happen if somebody gets close to it.
I'm gonna walk over to the left door.
Okay, you walk over to the left-hand door. It's rather large, but it's just got a regular catch handle on it, like a thumb latch.
Can I
I'll walk
reach
over
that?
to Ku and go stealth.
You can reach it. You reach up at about head level, and you can depress the latch with both hands if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay. You do that. You hear the catch go, but as you start to pull on the door, you feel the hinge resist you and then start to peel with a squeak. Do you want to stop? Okay. Oblivious to the squeaking of the door, you pull it away from you. Let's.
Do I hear the squeaking?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Everybody hears it. You hear a kind of like a ripping sound, like someone inhaling sharply and snorting a little bit, coming from the other door.
From the
From
right
the
door?
other door?
Mm-hmm.
The door we just came in?
The one that
Mm-mm.
the one that me and Aku are kind of closer to.
Yes.
Okay. Would it be
Maybe
history or
we-
nature to see what that snort is? Is it?
Would
Like,
I be able to tell with my
A large-
insight if the two doors are connected?
They go in opposite directions. And the rest of your passive insights would tell you that it was a large creature's interrupted breathing.
I just didn't know if it was like lizard-esque or something else.
You can roll nature if you'd like.
Okay.
There's nothing reptilian about it. Mostly like a...
Okay.
Maybe that is waking something up. Maybe we should stop or go through really quick.
Jor, you only opened the door enough for you to get through, which was only like a couple feet. So you've stopped. Did you want to open it the rest of the way, or just is that fine?
I'm gonna go through.
Okay. You push yourself into the room. It is dark, pitch black, no light.
I can't see.
I'm gonna.
He has
head
my
over to the
torch.
I'm gonna. No, he doesn't. You do.
No, he had
Oh,
it as
I do have the torch. I can
He
see.
does
Oh.
have the torch.
You have the torch.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have the torch.
Before you is a very large pile of miscellaneous treasure. There are spell books, pieces of art, statues, gold made of marble and onyx, gems, swords, shields, dozens of other weapons, all heaped in this huge, precariously balanced pile, just in the center of the room.
Could I perhaps spot a set of full plate of some sort?
You can dig around. Give me a perception roll.
As he's doing that, can I approach the left door?
Yes, you can.
And I'm just gonna like peek my head in. See him rummaging, I assume.
Yep, you see him rummaging. He's using the torch to kind of wayfind in the scrap pile, and he's kind of stepping around things so that he doesn't accidentally knock anything over. He's taking his time with it.
Okay. I'm gonna cast the light cantrip at the top of the pile.
You do that.
So he
The
has a full
room illuminates and fills with sparkles. Everything glitters and shines. You two lizard bros see light pouring out of that doorway now. You guys inside of the room can clearly see all of the treasure. Jor, there is a breastplate that is attached to what looks like the rest of the plate is wedged underneath there, but you would have to pull it out, and there's a bunch of stuff balanced on top of it.
You find anything useful?
Pull it out.
Give me a strength check. Okay. As you do that, a piece of canvas from one of the arts snags on the top of it, rips, and then some other stuff slides down the side. It makes a clattering sound that makes both of the lizard guys freeze.
Are we directly in front of the room that's across from them?
Yeah, you're standing by the other door.
Like, if it was to open, we're like right there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And on that cue, you start hearing a growl.
Can I move to the side at which the door opens inward, right? Or
No,
outward? Sorry.
outwards, towards you.
I want to be where it's not hinged, so I can hide behind it as it opens.
Okay.
I'm gonna motion for Aku to follow me.
Okay. You pull yourselves behind there. Are you two guys in the room doing anything?
Yeah, while I keep wanting to say Ginkgo, while Jor is rooting around in the pile, I'm just gonna keep my light cantrip in the middle of the room at the top, and I'm going to touch myself and cast Healing Hands.
Okay. You successfully
basically,
touch yourself.
I heal the same amount of points as my level, so I gain 7 hit points.
And heal. Okay.
Yeah.
Nicely worded.
Once per day.
It says a creature you have to touch, so I had to touch myself.
Once per day.
Yeah, exactly. Once per day, I touch myself. Masturbation is very useful to develop a strong.
Okay. Lizard folk, the door is pushed open from the other side. You are both behind it. Give me stealth rolls.
But we're already stealth.
You were stealth.
We
but
never moved.
you moved to stand behind the door.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. I'm gonna assume you're stealth. The door opens all the way, and both of you are fully behind the door. You can see through the wooden slats, though. A creature pushed itself into the room. It's on all fours. It's a bronzy color, and it's fur. And it's walking up to the cauldron, and it's looking around. It's smelling around, but it can't smell anything over the soup.
Can I hear anything?
You don't hear anything. You were still in the treasure room.
Well, I was just looking in. I wasn't inside the room. But that's
Oh. Are you not in the room? I thought you were in the room.
All right, standing at the door, looking in, casted the cantrip, and then was standing there.
Oh, okay. So your ass is in the room.
Yep.
Ah. Okay. In that case, you hear a really loud growling sound.
I immediately relinquish the light cantrip, so the room goes dark.
Okay. Are you doing anything else? Or are you just still
waiting.
standing there in the doorway?
Just waiting.
Okay. What's your AC?
19? Let me look. 18.
You are smacked sideways into the room.
Alright.
Something from behind you turned and smacked you with its claws. Lizard guys, you see this happen.
I'm gonna motion over towards Vis.
Jay, you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Did that door close then across the way?
It has now been opened as he was knocked into it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I wouldn't have seen the creature as it was coming towards me.
Nope. Both of those doors open into the room, so the creature opened the door as he threw you into it, and is now exposed Jor standing in front of the treasure pile.
I thought it came from the other door.
It did. It came from the other door, stood on top of the cauldron, and smacked you.
Okay.
That's all you know. Something smacked you from behind you. Lizard guys, you see that this creature takes up the full length of the room and nearly the full height.
Can I roll history to see if I've ever seen such a beast?
Please roll nature.
Nature? Perfect.
I'm gonna do the same.
Ooh, baby.
That is a... okay, Vif, you know what this is. That's a dire lion. Which is strange for the mountains. And also strange, well, yeah, it's strange for the mountains. That is a dire lion.
I'm gonna look to Aku and say, it's a dire lion.
Jor,
What's it doing up here?
you are standing between a dire lion who's looking at you and a big pile of treasure. And you're holding your plate mail.
Can I go ahead and put that in my backpack?
Yeah, sure. You start just putting it in your backpack while you're looking at it.
Loot before honor.
Alright, can I still do something?
Okay.
I'm gonna
curious,
use Channel Divinity Cloak of Shadows.
Okay. You start loading your breastplate in and turn invisible. And you're just putting the rest of the treasure away. Still standing right there, but you're invisible.
I'd like to go in a rage.
Okay, you fly into a rage. Tural, you're on the ground.
I'm prone?
Yeah, you're prone.
Okay.
But you're not in combat, so you can still stand up if you want.
Okay. I'll stand up.
I'm gonna run towards because I saw him get knocked down.
Let's see.
I'm going to say out loud to my lizard folk friends, do we fight this, or what do we do?
Kill it.
Would I know how threatening this creature is? Since I knew what it was?
This thing's fucking deadly. This thing could very potentially kill you. In single combat. You would say it would take a deeply coordinated effort in order to hurt it.
Okay.
However, you are aware of its intelligence level as well. They are not that smart.
I'm confident.
Are you relaying the information, or what are you
Yeah, I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna charge towards you and it, and just say, "Let's go, brothers!"
I'm gonna start running over towards
You shouted
Thrall.
that?
Yeah, as I was running forward.
Hold on, I'm chewing on my muffin. From behind the lion, you hear, "Who the fuck is in my house?" And you hear a clattering sound as something is trying to stand up. What were you? You were rushing up towards that lion. I'll give you a attack if you want to do something. But that voice came from behind you.
Okay. Do I still have advantage on the line?
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna put my shield away as I'm running up, and then use two hands and just try to strike it.
Okay, you'll get sneak attack.
Cool.
Nice.
How do I add that?
Sneak attacks for you at. Well, I mean, you don't.
He's not a rogue.
I just usually. Yeah.
You're not a rogue, so sorry. I was thinking.
I
of
just
your
get
brother.
advantage usually.
You usually just get advantage,
Yeah.
but that's fine because you know
And then
it.
if I get advantage, I knock him down prone because I'm fell-handed.
Nice. Yeah, sweep the legs. Go for it.
Cool.
Roll your damage. Okay. You knock its legs out from underneath it, and it lands on the cauldron below it and yelps.
Like in?
Well, it was so large that it was spanning over top of the cauldron, so it kind of twisted and landed on it, and was on top of the fire, and now it's covered in hot soup, and it's not happy.
Okay. Am I able to take an extra attack or no?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna swing again now.
Okay. You have advantage. It's prone.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Roll full damage. I think you need a stronger weapon.
Maybe. I was trying to play it well, you know?
Taking the cue from my party mate, are we like in combat now? Like, roll
I was about to
initiative?
say for everyone to roll initiative.
Damn it!
I'm gonna use
Including
my amulet.
Me
Okay.
too.
Me too.
16.
I'm invisible.
I was gonna see if I. What? You wanted to send the results to the roll to the turn tracker, but no valid turn was selected. Did you see the roll?
I
Yeah.
did.
Okay, then I won't worry about that error message.
Okay.
Would I have been able to get an attack on, like, before the initiative roll as he was attacking, having seen him? Because I just asked if we were attacking, and then he jumped in, so I would have been, like, looking out for it, right? Or no?
No. I'm gonna say that because it knocked you over, you didn't get the jump on it.
Right, but I stood up and asked. That's why.
You did stand up though, so you're no longer prone. So we're gonna go with Viv first.
Derek, me too. Since I'm invisible, or
If you would like to participate in the combat, if you're going to be doing things during the combat, I think you should anyways, just so that your actions happen in order. You can still use them to not participate and retreat, and you get to go first.
fuck,
Just keep stealing shit. That's
want to
my
go
assignment.
first? What? Keep stealing shit. Okay.
No, I didn't say that. It's meta.
I got that full plate in my inventory.
Yes, you do.
Well, I like those lizards, so Fuck. I have so many spells. I'm gonna try to sneak past the big lion and see where that other noise was coming from.
Okay. You can actually pretty easily just walk around it, and it gives you a view inside of the door. Beyond that, there's no light in the room. However, there's enough light going on here ambiently that you see a pile of hay on the ground, kind of formed up into a mound, rickety size, like makeshift bed, essentially. And there is a large form stumbling around on top of it, trying to stand up, and he's fumbling in the dark.
How does a torch work when I'm stealthed?
I'm assuming it's hushing out the extra light.
I'm gonna throw the torch into the hay.
Okay. You can do that. Give me a dex throw.
Oh. Save or... There you go.
Oh yeah, just
Probably
regular.
missed though.
You threw it into the room, and it lands in the room near the hay. I don't know. Let's see what happens. It does not catch. The hay is damp. That's gross, but it's true. Next will be Viff.
What was that creature thing speaking when it yelled after I yelled?
No language that you know.
Okay, so just inaudible or audible noise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm still in a rage. Is it look like the creature is gonna attack me, or is it still prone?
It's in a frenzy of some kind.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, you ever seen a cat on its back
Mm-hmm.
when it's trying to thrash around? It's a lot like that.
Okay. I'm gonna just I still have two-handed on my battle axe, so I'm just gonna swing at it again. Try to take off that leg I was hacking at earlier.
Interesting. Okay. Damn. All right. Roll some damage. Your swings are amazing, and your damage is so lackluster.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel. However, because you called the shot and you attacked it on the leg, I'm going to say that you got a fairly large chunk of meat. If you have an extra attack, I'd go for that same leg. Sorry,
Yep.
Your passive insight would tell you to go for that same leg.
Oh, I planned on it. Woo. 4 damage, watch.
Okay. You
Okay,
didn't
that's
break
not
it off, but you fucked that leg up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'm fine then. So my rage is still gonna continue through this turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then with that, I will just use my ancestral protectors since they're already out, and I'm just gonna give him disadvantage unless he hits me.
Okay. The lion.
Yes.
Okay. You hear a grumbling sound from beyond the door and the sound of something really large and metal scraping against the ground. Through the opening, you see a giant working his way through the door. He is disproportionately large, considering the size of the room, and he fills the entire frame of the door, literally, as he's squeezing his way through it and feeling himself along. He's walking with his eyes closed. You would, passive insight, know this as the blind giant. In front of him, he's wielding a morning star that is about the same height as you. He's just gonna sweep the room. It catches on the door frame, and he doesn't move it at all. However, he's gonna try and dislodge it and do it again. Is anybody that is standing in the room have an AC of 15? Including Jor, who is now standing in the room trying to make his way around the line.
Oh, yeah, mine's 13.
He's gonna hit you. Just a second. He's gonna roll damage. Take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna use my ancestral shield as my reaction to half that. And he's gonna have my resistance for the rest of my turn.
Nice. Okay, you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage instead because of Viv's relatives. Sorry, ancestors.
Protect me.
The dire lion's gonna try and stand up, fail miserably, and whimper a whole bunch because he's not having a good day. We will go to Aku.
Am I still slightly by the wall, or am I over by Terrell?
You're still behind the door.
I'm gonna run. How far away is Terrell from me?
Not that far.
So I'm
So I
across
can
the
get there
room.
with one.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're across the room. But the room's not that big, you can get to him.
Okay. I'm gonna run over to him
Okay.
and use Cure Wounds on him.
You successfully cure wounds on him.
For how much?
2 points.
No, it's plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Oh. So 4 points.
Woo!
Good job.
Thanks.
Not you.
I mean, no, I was talking to him. Thank you for the revitalization.
Is that your whole turn?
No. I'm gonna turn around in the same spot that I'm in. Do I see the giant?
Yep. You can't
Okay.
really not see him.
Yeah. For my bonus action, I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark on him,
Okay. That lands.
just in case if you need to see it again. And that's my turn.
Okay. Draw.
Okay. So for the beast that's on the ground, I'm going to cast Hex. It's a warlock spell, so it has to be cast at level 2. Good with that?
Uh-huh.
As my action, I'm going to use Channel Divinity's Sacred Weapon, which allows me to add my Charisma modifier to attack rolls made with my weapon. So,
Cool.
that's my turn.
All right. Yeah. You do that. Sorry, I'm trying to suppress a sneeze right now.
Do your thing, man.
Ah!
Strawberries.
We go back to Jor. Ah. Jor, you are
How
in
is this
this.
lion looking?
Strong but frantic. Also crippled, partially.
Would I have also been able to, pull my shield out while I did that turn just until next turn, or nah?
You can if you want to. I'll retcon it.
Sure, thank you.
My invisibility is up after this turn though, so I'm going to Guiding Bolt it. Level 1. So that's 46.
Okay. You use Guiding Bolt and do radiant damage to the lion. And you singe it. Alright. Is that your whole turn?
I'm gonna continue making my way from where we came,
Okay, yeah.
as far as I can go.
Okay. You have re-entered the doorway and are heading back down away from them and towards the drawbridge. We will now go to Vif.
So how's the lion looking? It was
Strong but
singed?
frantic.
Okay, and still on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna strike it with my axe two-handed.
Okay.
Wow. I do have advantage though.
Oh, you do because he's prone.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. And for your second one?
Same thing.
Cool. Go ahead. Nice. Okay. You're still standing toe to toe with them.
How's he
Nice.
look? Same.
Strong but frantic.
Okay.
I'd say you've carved him up pretty well, and considering he's crippled, you've done a bit of damage to him. Your knowledge about lions tells you that he is very resilient, but on your way to killing him, you're halfway there, kind of thing.
Okay. I'm gonna fly into a rage with my bonus action.
All right,
I
you
have
maintain your edge.
One left after that. And that's it.
Okay. That storm giant pushed his way into the room now. He has the full length of his arm at his disposal, and he is going to try and sweep the entire room with his morning star, edge to edge. Anybody got an AC higher than 23?
Not at the moment.
Not yet.
If I have my shield on, I would.
Really? Holy shit. Anyways, the storm giant, for everyone that got hit, which is pretty much everybody in the room, except for Jor, takes 23 points of damage.
I have Ranger Archetype Hunter's Prey that if I get hit by a giant, I can use it to use an immediate attack after
Nice.
its attack.
Okay. Turul, Vif, Aku, and the lion are all going to take 23 points of damage. The lion yelps as it is struck from behind by its own master.
What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning.
Okay.
So yes, you will take half. Okay. That was his turn. He's also going to tell you to get out! And it's going to go to the Dire Lion's turn, which will try to stand up.
Hey, I didn't make my attack yet.
Oh, you didn't? Oh yeah, make your attack, please.
Gosh.
Sorry, you missed.
I figured as much. Okay.
Eh, I don't blame you. You just got hit with a morning star the size of you. So, that lion also gets up and is now angry. And is going to try and hit. I almost called you Cruven. Vif. Let's see. What was that lion using for rolls?
That's a tie.
Ty? I'll give it to you. Unless, Jay, is it? You meet it, you beat it?
Yes,
Okay, so the lion's attack hits.
ties hit is the ruling as written, but it's up to DM really. So
He takes another 7 points off of you, but you can half that. Round up to
Okay.
4. He's going to forego his second attack because he is crippled. Good job on that. We'll go to Aku.
How far away is Vith from the dire beast?
He's face to face with him.
Okay. I'm just gonna use my longbow on him then.
Okay. As the lion is moving around and trying to attack Vif, you swayed your shot so that you didn't accidentally skewer your brother.
You mean Aku?
Aku.
Called me Vith.
Biff. Sorry. You guys look so alike. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just went there.
brothers, can you do?
I know, right? Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Did you not have a picture for this room? Okay, I was curious.
No, I'm done with my
I
turn.
can do this, though. If that's your turn, then it'll go to Terrell.
All right, finally get to do something. I'm gonna throw the shield on the back, pull out the glaive, and I'm going to. That's not that spell. That's not that spell. Let's see. I'm going to just. Hold on. I had it ready. Oh my god, I swear. Is it that one? No. Yes, it is that one. I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade. It's a cantrip, so I'm casting it at 0 level, obviously. Let me know when you're done with that.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay. So there's the weapon attack.
Okay.
Hold on. Plus my charisma modifier because my channel divinity is 17 against AC.
Against the AC of the lion will hit.
Okay.
Is the AC taken in consideration of the second target?
It is not. It just bounces from the first target to the second.
Okay. I'll let it happen.
Okay, so here's the damage for the glaive.
Nice.
Here's the damage for the primary target of the green fire. And there's the bounce target to the second person. I'm also going to burn a second level spells charge to cast Divine Smite for an extra 10 on the primary target. So
10 on the
primary
primary target
takes 27 on primary, 11 on secondary.
Nice.
Slashing, fire, and radiant. You know, you saw the breakdown there, however resistance are applied or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Just adding that up.
Yep. And I gotta
All right.
check one more thing for bonus action. Sorry, I swear I had this all planned out. I was like, I'm gonna do this, and then last second I'm like, no, don't do that.
Have anything else?
Checking 1 sec. Oh, right. I forgot to ask you before we started. Are you allowing cantrips on bonus actions, or no?
No.
Okay, then that is... Oh! I almost forgot. Hex damage.
Primary target?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only on the hex target. So, he just takes that. Ignore the second one. It didn't pop up right away, so I clicked it again. I'm stupid. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Are you gonna move?
Hold on 1 sec.
We were already holding on.
I forgot to... I know, right? I forgot to choose the ability type that he gets disadvantage on when I casted Hex. Can I do it now?
Okay.
Okay.
It's only on the lion, but yeah.
Strength.
Okay.
Cool. That's the...
And okay, we'll go to Jor.
How's this lion looking?
I don't know. You get your back to it. You're hustling away. You can turn around and appraise the situation. It's looking pretty fucked up.
I'm out of the doorway though.
Yes.
Okay. I will use a level 2 guiding bolt.
Nice. Yeah. Fuck, you strike the lion square on and fucking roasted it. It's done.
Sweet. I will stay out of the doorway, so the giant can't see me.
Okay. The lion is roasted. We will go to...
Isn't the giant blind to begin with?
That's the giant, not the giant lion. Sorry, I should have said dire lion. Yeah, you smoked
I'm out
the
of
dire
the
lion.
room that he's in.
Yes. You smoked the dire lion. The giant is still clamoring. We'll go to Vif.
Alright. How far is the giant from me then?
Pretty close.
Like in melee?
If you walked up to him.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to go in my last rage.
Alright.
And I'm gonna walk up to him. How far is that?
10 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up 10 feet. And what's it? I want to try this. So I'm gonna use Hungry Jaws.
Okay.
Does that work? There you go. And then so it's just my bite attack with my breath or mouth or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna go for the bite.
Yeah.
And then
You
so
have,
that's
you have
just plus
advantage because
5.
he's blind.
Oh, that's perfect. So is that just plus 5 health then? Because it's my con modifier, which is 5.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. And then for my extra attack, I'm gonna with my two-handed, I'm gonna go to strike him where I bit him.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Yep. Okay. How much damage does your bite do, by the way?
Oh, sorry, I didn't click that. 5.
Okay. You bite him and you slash at him and do a bunch of damage, and he is fucking furious. And now that it is his turn, he's going to reach up to his doorway that he's kind of halfway stuck in, pull a piece of the rock off, and try to crush you with it. So let's see what he rolls there. 21.
Tie.
Meet it, he beats it. Oh man. Just a moment. And plus. It is 28 points of bludgeoning damage with a rock. You're still raged though.
Yep.
And that was his whole turn. He would also still yell for you to get out. We'll go to the next guy. The dead dire lion. Aku, please.
I'm just gonna stay where I am and use longbow again.
Okay.
On the giant.
Because he's blind, you have advantage. So you take your second, line up the shot, hit him.
There's that.
All right.
And sneak attack because Vith is right there.
Sure.
And Hunter's Mark, which is D6.
Okay. Are you going to move it all?
Nope.
Okay. We'll go to Terrell.
Okay, since my hex target died, I'm going to transfer the hex from the dead target to the giant, choosing strength as the disadvantage for him.
Okay.
And I'm going to say to my party mates, if anybody has a heal, I could use it. I'm not doing amazing right now. And then gonna slash at him with my two-hander.
Nice. You hit.
Okay, there's the damage and burning a spell slot, first level for Divine Smite damage for an extra 5.
Okay. Alright. We will go
That's
back
my
to
turn.
Jor.
How far away from the giant am I?
From the giant, you're through the door, so I'd say you're about 25, 30 feet away.
Oh, that's fine. I'm going to use Polymorph and turn him into a sheep and yell at my party to loot and run.
You preemptively end the encounter by turning him into a sheep. Does he get a save against that?
Wisdom save.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Come on. Why didn't I choose Wisdom? I didn't know you were going to do that. I would have chose Wisdom for my hex. Fuck! Meta. Sorry.
Let's see how he does on that. Nope, he's a sheep. Your storm giant shifts, reconforms, and is now appearing before you as a sheep. A startled sheep, but also a blind one. So it's just stopped. The room is suddenly a lot quieter.
Now that I can think, let's follow the knight's orders.
This is good thinking, Mr. Cleric. Let us go loot the room, yeah? That was German, sorry. And I'm gonna enter the room and do I see any like glaives or sick two-handed pole arms by chance or extra full plate?
Perception, please.
Cool.
I'm gonna walk into the room as well.
I
Okay.
don't see shit.
Yep,
You don't see
same
shit.
thing.
You're overwhelmed with just seeing treasure. You can't see past it.
I'm gonna look through it as well.
Okay. Sweet. What are you looking for?
Longbow of any sort, any type of special string.
Yeah, there's one that's kind of green colored, and the wood looks weird. The string seems kind of feathery, silky.
I'm gonna grab that.
Cool. Add a green longbow.
In the meantime, since I didn't see anything, can I just start picking up gold pieces and just start looting?
You set your pack on its side and just start shoveling shit into it.
Okay.
Yeah. How much weight can you take on?
Good question. How much weight can a level 7 person carry?
Keep adding it to your sheet. Create a new inventory slot for miscellaneous and keep adding weight to it until you become encumbered.
Can I
I'm
just keep adding
assuming-
gold and tell you when I'm encumbered?
No,
'Cause that
it
does-
doesn't add. It doesn't get added as gold. It's treasure hoard,
Oh, okay.
so it won't actually add up. It's just weight of shit.
Gotcha.
Like, because there's gems inside of that and little statues inside of that and all that. Jor, I'm assuming you rejoined them in the treasure room.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will fill up my bags. How much does my new plate weigh, by the way?
Jay, what does plate mail weigh?
Plate mail weighs 65 pounds.
65.
And I gathered up 120 pounds of treasure.
Okay.
I'm doing
Job.
150.
I'm gonna start stuffing stuff into my bags too.
Actually, hold on. Here's the question. I'm gonna ask the party. Is there any reason why I cannot travel encumbered? Do we need to make a speedy getaway? Because I could overburden.
I'm gonna point to the sheep outside.
How do you know when you're overburdened?
It
Red text.
there's a
It'll tell you.
notification.
Just keep adding weight until it tells you you're overburdened. I'm sure there's
Okay.
actual math to how that works, and I'll look it up in the player's guide later. But yeah, I could carry a lot and just move very slow. I would be encumbered, but if there's no reason, could make it work.
I have 100 pounds of treasure.
Okay. So we have 100, 120, and 150 pounds of treasure. And then whatever Aku ends up putting in his pack.
Aku, remember when you won the 10 gold from me? I was honorable. Look for some plate or some sort of polearm.
Yeah, if I happen to come across any better plate than the one I previously found, I would like to keep that instead.
How about everyone rolls another perception roll?
I got 122 pounds of treasure.
Awesome.
I'm down with keeping my perception roll. It's just, telling the other guy to look.
Well,
for
no,
it.
I'll
Doesn't
give you
matter.
all a second look. It's fine.
That's good. You kept yours.
Yeah, exactly. The game knew.
Vif. Oh, wow. Okay, those are some good ones. Everybody except Tural, whose visor is too thin and he can't. He's not willing to take it off, so he can't see any new treasure. But Nick, sorry, no, Aku, we'll start with you. What were you looking for besides the bow?
That was my previous roll. I never rolled.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool. Then you're happy with your green longbow. Next, we'll go to Vif. Vif, what you were looking for?
Any sort of battle axe? perhaps?
Oh yeah, there's one there. It's black on black on black.
I like that.
Yeah, it's light. And
Can I wield it with 2 hands? Is it versatile?
Mhm. It's
Perfect.
it's two-handed.
All right. Yeah, I like it. I'm happy.
The sharpened edge of the blade appears to not be scored in any way. It is pure, clean cast.
How much does that weigh?
It's actually surprisingly light. I'd have to get you a weight.
I just assumed the weight of the green longbow.
I'll just take it out of my loot.
Of a regular longbow.
Yeah, it'll be the same as a regular longbow for weight. Actually, you know what, Viff, you can have just the same regular weight as the other. 1 minus 5 pounds.
Wow. Okay.
Joradam, what were you looking for? Better plate, you said?
Yeah. Like, just something better than basic.
Better than basic. Okay. There's one that's got a blue tinge to it, and it's got a sigil on it that you don't recognize. It's not of any object or creature. It seems to be a symbol, but you don't know what it is, and it's not Sylvan or common.
Alright, I will replace that in my bag with the other plate I had.
Okay. Add weird blue plate mail.
Okay.
Same weight.
Okay.
And okay, does anybody else want to look for stuff?
I'd love to, but 2 failed rolls is enough.
That's being fair. Appreciate that. Okay. I'll let you all fast travel out and assume that you made it back to the wagon sled, and I will leave you all with a final decision. Do you want to relinquish the full treasure minus the things you kept to the orc?
I want to look through what I actually got.
I have to.
Okay. Viff, your miscellaneous items were pieces of art, statue, and a bowl of marble trinkets. But quite a bit of gold.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What about the other two, Jor and Aku?
Yeah, I'm gonna look through mine as well.
I'll relinquish mine.
Okay. Jor hands it over. The Lizard Brothers are counting their buttons here. You grabbed a handful of gems, and there was also a canvas piece of art that you liked, and a couple of statues made out of onyx.
I'm gonna keep the gems.
Okay.
And
Add,
are we at the orcs right now, or no?
I'm assuming you were doing it before you left, because you had a little bit of time to set things aside. But once you got to the wagons, you kind of just dumped everything into the wagons. But you can stash stuff at the bottom of your bag.
Okay.
Okay, so add 6 emeralds and 2 sapphires to your inventory.
Okay, meta here for a second. I might be wrong in that I can use plate. If I am later, can I change that to mail?
Plate is heavy armor.
Yeah, I thought I read I could use that, but my
I think you have to have a
proficiency
feat for
says
it.
no.
I can look. Hold on. 56. I assume that in my hoarding I didn't grab a sick two-hander that I was looking for now.
I'll let you roll a d100 for it. If you have anything over 80, I'll let you do it. No, seriously.
Give me
That's
a sec.
fate.
I'm looking them up. Your proficiencies are light armor, medium armor, shield, so you would have had to take the feat for heavy armor as a cleric.
I thought I read something about it. Maybe I read wrong. Can I just turn?
You did it.
Oh, I did it.
Okay. I will give you a miscellaneous two-handed weapon to be
Okay.
discussed later.
Can I just turn my plate?
If it's
into
not a
mail
full
then?
arm, it fucks me. I'm full arm master. It's fine. I'll live with it.
Okay.
What was your question? Zach? Sorry.
And you can retcon to chainmail if you want.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, but it's just going to be regular chainmail, not weird blue chainmail. Is that okay?
Give him more trash since chainmail weighs significantly less. Gold pieces. We get paid more.
Tell you what,
Actually,
I'll let you do the same thing as. Well, no, I get that you. No, you can still make it weird blue chainmail.
Okay. How much does that weigh, roughly? I won't take any more.
Don't know what chainmail weighs.
I got you.
Cool. That'll be the end of the episode for today. The decisions you made in relinquishing treasure will be remembered, as well as the items that you have looted and kept will be kept and rolled over into the beginning of the new campaign, which starts next week.
55, Zach.
No, it's 20.
Okay.
Really?
20?
Wow.
Chainmail's 20.
The
dude.
fuck am I looking at then? I'm looking at the roll 20.
20 all the way across is chainmail. You can't see it.
Don't listen to me then.
And its armor is 13 plus dex. It's worth 20 gold
Is that
pieces.
one piece of it?
Oh, wait, sorry. Chainmail's heavy armor. I was looking at chain shirt.
What's
But it
the?
says I can
Oh, it is
layer
heavy armor.
mail.
What's the
Yeah,
medium?
yeah.
That's medium.
Well, okay, if you look... This is gonna be fucking... Okay, so
Hide,
they're separated
chain
by
shirt,
italics.
Scale mail, breastplate, and half plate.
Exactly.
Like I'm
Hide,
looking
chain
at the
shirt,
cleric
scale mail.
page, and it
How
says I
about-
can use mail as long it, but only medium armor. So
Yes, medium
Well, only
armor. The
chain
only thing
shirt.
that's mail in there is scale mail or chain shirt.
How
There's
about half
breastplate
plate?
and half plate?
Half plate is the same. It's medium.
I was just
Yeah.
trying to get night shit since I lost my joust and felt incompetent. So
Let's go with half plate.
Half plate would be the highest. 15 plus dex for your armor. Disadvantage on stealth rolls.
And what did that weigh?
Sorry. Half plate?
Yep.
40 pounds.
Cool.
40.
Okay.
It's a nice fucking
Uh,
armor bump, though. What's your dex modifier?
AC 15. So
Yeah.
yes,
Plus dex to a maximum of 2. So if you have a 2 for your dex mod, you have 17 armor now. But you just get disadvantage on stealth now, just like me.
Anyways,
Cling, cling, cling.
we will all pick up next week with the decisions you have made, and pick up in the spring, a few months from now, in the timeline wise.
can I attune to the black axe I got?
For
over
sure.
that time? Cool.
Same.
Yep.
yeah.
You will all be able to
I'll
attune to your magical
whatever it is
items,
that you give me. Yeah.
and I will give you feedback on that next week on what you have. Thank you again to our DeviantArt contributions for our art today. Sorry, I was kind of bad about switching pictures over. I will be better for it next week. I thank everybody for watching the stream. And Jay, everything else to say? Cool. Anybody else have anything to say? Oh, thumbs up all around. Okay. Take
It
us
was
out,
good.
Jay.
See you guys next week. Later.